Well, what's going on, everybody? It's the Todd Show right now. Good evening, and we're only 7 minutes late. If you saw the chat, you kind of know why.
It is.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I got. Andy's having technical difficulties, as usual. He tries to do something fun and exciting, and it's waiting until the last minute and blows up in his face. But he'll be here some way, shape, or fashion. And until then, it's my lovely mug only. That's all that matters anyway, right? I was live all day on Saturday, my brew day, so it doesn't really matter. Don't worry, Andy. Just text me start. I have. I have, Andrew. I have. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tuesdays with 21090, our top 10 sort of live stream that we're trying to do here. If you were with us last week, we had a blast going over our top 10 artists, singers, whatever bands of all time. It's ours. We're not saying these are the best. Maybe one, Jeff, yes, Jeff, that's exactly right. Maybe 110. We'll see. He'll be here eventually. It may look like crap, but he'll jump on. If you saw us last week, we did our top 10 favorite bands, and we had fun doing it. Hopefully you guys liked it too if you saw it. We're going to try to do this every week. Pick a different topic. We want you to bring your top 10 list. We're going to bring some people on too. It's fun. It's what this is about. We can't really record our videos like we want to, so we're going live right now until we can figure out what this new reality is with this. I think Andy's trying to come on. Andy, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. No thumbs up, so that means he can't hear me. Do you want me to bring you on? You can't hear me.
No, I can hear
bring him up. You can hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. There's Andy. Great start, Andy.
Thanks.
Always
Appreciate
something.
it.
With you. Always something.
I figured it out kind of, but then it didn't really matter.
Well, it's the mic you were using. I'm sure it's not working with the
No,
headset.
I had to plug the other part in, so that.
But you're not using your mic. But you're not using mic. Oh, look at that! Isn't that fun?
Yeah, let's do that for fun. Let's see. There we go. I like it.
But you never like this, do you? Oh.
Well, see, hold on. I can. Now,
just barely. Dang.
Yeah,
All right,
I know. We're gonna stay here tonight. There we go.
Anyway, you just messed
Woo,
up.
I'm running. All right, we're
good,
good.
Guys.
Holy moly!
What's with you, man? It's always. Did you had something to do before this, didn't you?
Well, I did, and here's
that's always the problem.
So I've got. Ooh, we got fuzzy.
Ooh.
There we go. The camera's good tonight.
That's good.
I have a mic, a nice mic.
It did sound good when you were using it. You just couldn't hear
so here's the thing. I need a different jack to plug the headphones in because it's not the standard that goes into the computer. So I tried to use it through the computer. It didn't work. And 3 weeks in a row, I have been late. 3 weeks.
No, actually, you weren't late last week. We weren't late.
And actually, I wasn't late tonight. I just couldn't figure out how
you were actually on time. Well, you're right. You still
whatever.
It's a good try. Love Nut fixed it.
John's not coming on now.
If you guys remember John from last week, he's our good friend. We might be hearing from him tonight. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
So, Todd, funny story, though. So
let's hear
I wanted to use this microphone for 2 reasons.
It sounded good, though. It sounded good.
You know why?
And you look like a rock star because it's like a singer mic.
This is my Audix. This is my Audix OMX from when I used to do Second Story.
It's really old.
There is I know, but it's good. But there's a tie-in to last week because when I was at Guitar Center trying to figure out what microphone I should buy, he goes, "This one is top of the line. In fact, professionals use this like Jimmy Haha." I said, "Oh, I have the same microphone as the guy for Jimmy's Chicken Shack who made my honorable mention list." See,
what you scored me for.
It all comes full circle. So
that's funny.
There you go.
Anyway, I was just trying to welcome everybody to sort of what we're doing. If you want to explain it again more eloquently, you certainly can. But hopefully this, for the time being, this is what we're going to do on Tuesday nights. Whether or not this is permanent or not is to be seen. But we want to have fun and see how it goes, right?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
So last week, a lot of you who were on saw we did the we're doing top 10 with 210, trying to do it every Tuesday.
Yep.
And we did top 10 musical acts or artists. Todd gave his, I gave mine.
Yep.
Some people jumped on and shared. John came on last week and shared as a friend of ours. We know him forever. We might have a guest or two tonight later. And we shared our top 10. And then Todd tried to guess mine, see how well we know each other. And I tried to guess his. And actually, we both were pretty close, man.
Pretty close. I mean,
well, I think I got 6. You got 7. It wasn't bad. So
it wasn't bad. But I can tell you what, going through this weekend, the list for tonight, this was harder for me.
Yeah, man.
This was a lot harder for me. There are so many shows out there that, and I was talking to my wife, we were going over this list. I was like, and she kept naming these other ones I had forgotten about. And I'm like, oh my God, how did I forget about that? Now what do I do? So,
well, and you think we go for like, okay, we're saying all time. So this is stuff we grew up with, combined with stuff that we watch now, stuff that we watched when we were in college, the whole 9 yards. So like, there's a lot to choose from.
I will say, a preview on my list, there's not a lot of current shows on that list.
Well, I don't think there's a lot of good current shows out there now anyway.
I mean, we can talk about that when we get into it, but there's just, it's not many sitcoms out anymore. No. So,
but what we want to do is we want to drink a little bourbon, drink a little beer, have a little conversation about what we're drinking. We're still a beer, bourbon, and rock and roll channel, right? So the
I've got an idea
stays on, and we still do that.
So if we're going to be doing this every Tuesday, I'm trying. I had so much beer in my fridge; it's ridiculous. I still do, but my wife's like, "You're not going out in a pandemic to get more beer." I could, until you start drinking some of that stuff. I've been doing this for like the last 3 weeks. I'm slowly getting rid of some beers. You tuck in the back of your, you're like, I'll drink it later, and then you never do because you get something new, and you always. So I've got 2 for tonight. I'm going to do this every week. I'm going to bring 2 from the back of the fridge that we're going to drink tonight. It's ones you've seen before, possibly, but it's old friends.
Yep.
And I think it'll be fun.
Dickie Dad just posted, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like what he's sipping on right now if you read that comment, because that is one of your all-time favorites.
You better, Dickie Dad, share that. That is one of my all-time favorite beers of all time. We have some behind here. I think we have one left.
Oh, that's a good beer.
Oh my God, I love that beer. So first of all, Dickie's has that still held up? Has the vanilla still held up on the 18? We did that this past November, didn't we, Andy? It still was there. We
actually did that against Fundamental Bottle. Right. Fundamental Observation, which, by the way, is a silly good beer too.
That was great. That was a good video.
That was fantastic.
We also got Arizona Timeless Tours out there in Arizona. How are you, man? I follow him on Instagram and Twitter. He does a lot of stuff there. Good dude, and thanks for joining us out there in Arizona. And anybody else that I missed? We got John, we got Jeff, we got Dickie Dad. Hopefully more people come in throughout the night. We'll be here for 2 hours or so at least.
Yeah, we'll be hanging out, drinking a little bourbon, a little beer, having fun. So back to our topic. What we would love to do is have you guys share your top 10 or top 5. And so we had this idea. We'll throw it out there maybe a little bit later. We're going to call it 2 minutes with 210.
Correct.
So since we're doing top 10 with 210, if you guys are interested in jumping on and sharing some of your picks, we'll keep the rules as very simple as keep it clean, keep it PC, and keep it under 2 minutes, because we're going to yank the plug at 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to tell us what you got. We'll like it. Or we won't. We'll heckle you, or we'll love it. It doesn't really matter. We'll agree, disagree. It'll be fun. But yeah, we can do that. So hopefully later, if some of you guys want to jump on, just we'll post every now and then. Just say can we jump on, and we'll put our email down there. Todd can send you a link or I can send you a link. We can shoot it out there.
Probably put it in the description. But here's if anybody is interested in coming on later to tell us what their top 5,
top 5, top 10, whatever you can get out in 2 minutes. Floor is yours.
That's pretty quick, Andy. You're going to pull that quick?
Or what's your drink? Yeah, we're pulling plays. Not their show. It's ours.
you're like the soup Nazi. No soup for you. Oh, there's a little bit of a foreshadow there, right? There's our email. It's pretty easy. 21090brewing@gmail.com. Send us an email if you're interested at all. And Timeless, he's drinking I don't think I've ever had this. A Kilt Lifter Scottish Amber Ale.
That's a great name.
It is
That's funny.
Name.
That's funny.
John says he
So-
gets more than 2 minutes because he's a reoccurring character. You hear that, Andy?
Remains to
Reoccurring
be seen. I have the power of the clicker. So no, John did good last. He did a good job last
He
week.
did a great job. I think it's because we didn't see him, right? He's got a face for radio.
But he's got good music taste.
Oh,
I
I'm
like
joking,
his
John.
number one
Look
was
at
a great pick. So
It was. It was. So, we're 10 minutes in. I think we need to start drinking. I mean, I think the first 10 minutes, we got the pleasantries out. It's time to start drinking. Andy,
what you
I want to know what you're doing first. I mean, I'm sending out a tweet so maybe people will come on. So,
Oh, okay.
go ahead.
You're soliciting. I'll
Trying.
sip.
Anybody wants to share this out, please do.
All right. So a couple days ago, my brother was kind enough to stop down, and in the spirit of social distancing, he said happy birthday, and he dropped a bottle of bourbon off on my front porch.
Okay.
Hey, that's a great present. So
That is
I
a
have
great-
not tried this before. This is Wilderness Trail, bottled and bond from Kentucky. Let's see if you guys can see that. I have not tried this sweet mash bourbon. I believe it's a high wheat bourbon, about 24% corn. So this is probably something you would like, because again, it's in the vein of that Larceny, Wyoming whiskey, Weller's family of the high wheats. So I have not tried it, but
Have you ever even heard of this? Is my question.
I've passed this a couple times at the store, and I have not jumped on it yet.
All right.
Just because there's like an endless sea of things to try. So when
Sure.
somebody buys it for you, you don't feel bad about buying the bottle.
Yeah, right.
So you ready for the sound, Todd?
Let's do it. Up. You don't have your mic.
Tight.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Spill a little bit of that, huh?
That was a good one. All right, so I'll start off. Should I start off big and then end strong, or should I start off small and go big? Is my question. So
Todd, that's totally up to you. There's a lot of ways to interpret that. So
Well-
you do what you got to do.
I'm not interpreting that anyway. I'm going to start off bigger because I want to drink it more so than the other one. So I'm going to start out with that. And if you remember back in September, I think we did this in September, I guess. No, November, during, I think, Barrel Age Month. We did the Barrel Age beers of Heavy Seas.
Yep.
Right. And this one shocked us. This Red Flag, right?
Yes.
The Barrel Aged Scottish sour ale, this Flemish type of red ale. I had one in there. It was in the back. I was like, oh, I could totally go for that tonight, and cracking it open. So this is a sort of a Flemish ale. It's a barrel aged sour ale, and
That was
it is
awesome.
fantastic.
They
You
had
combined
four.
two of the things I love.
Yeah, they had 4 in that lot of barrel aged for the year. So we did a video
Yeah.
called "Barrel Aged Beer for All Seasons," and it
Correct.
was
Very good.
their Greater Pumpkin. They had a pumpkin beer, barrel aged, was really good. Their Red Flag, which is phenomenal. Their was Blackbeard Breakfast,
Yep.
and then let me see if I can get all 4. What was the other one we did? The Siren Noir, right?
Correct.
The barrel aged beer. So they had kind of a barrel aged beer for all seasons. They were all great, but this one was fantastic.
Look at
This
that.
might
Now
be my
that's a
favorite
sour
one.
ale. You wouldn't think it. I think people call it like a Flemish or a Flanders
It's
red.
really good.
But this thing, I wish they would tell us what barrels they aged it in, because I don't think they certainly didn't tell us. And you would think they would, because we do a lot of work for them, and I don't think they knew, to tell you the truth. The marketing team.
Well, they may not, but I'm sure Chris knows where he's getting his
Gosh,
goodness
I
from.
love this
That's
beer.
a good beer.
It is so good. It's got that sour component to it, but it's got
Yep.
that barrel aged, amazing flavor on the back end. You can smell it too. It's like the best of both worlds. I love barrel aged beers. I love sours. I didn't think putting them together would work, but man, this thing works.
There you go, Todd.
Cheers, everybody. Let's get one down the hatch, huh?
There you go.
Mm.
Jody, what's up, man? Bourbon Bounty joining us.
Oh, there he is. He's
good to see you, man.
remodeling. He's remodeling a studio. Is
Yeah,
that
he's got a new
complete?
studio on. I got to see that. It looks good. It's looking
Yeah,
good,
he went
man.
live for like 4 minutes. He showed, and I was like, "Go a little bit longer, man." I just had missed him. So, Jody, how is the remodeling of the Bourbon Bounty? I guess.
Yep.
What do you want to call that? The studio. How's that going? Is my question.
And more importantly, what are you sipping on? I just popped the Wilderness Trail single barrel. So
Oh,
you know, he's always got something good he's sipping on.
All right, well, there you go. 12 people in the house. Let's get the thumbs up. Let's get more people in here before we start going down the road of sitcoms. I think, Andy, you're going to start out tonight, right?
Yeah, I can start out tonight. That's not a problem. I think it'll be fun.
Arizona Timeless Store says he wants to start a fire, but it's 80 degrees. He's rubbing it. You know, they're saying it may snow here tonight. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. I mean, what the?
it was nice out today.
It was nice. I don't think it's going to, but they see a hint of snow on whatever radar that's, oh, it might snow tonight. But still, it's like middle of April. Let's go. Come on. We've got enough bad things going on. Give me some good weather.
But look, if you think about it, this is about the time of year when the Orioles were supposed to be back, and this is how it always goes. You know, it's
they would have been playing for what, a couple weeks now.
About a week now, yeah.
More than that.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So whatever. Hey, Truth, these guys are great, by the way. Truth Proofs and Firewater Reviews, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them. Check their channel out too.
It's going
entertaining, and they honest, good old fashioned bourbon reviews, whiskey reviews, good stuff. Cheers, guys! Thank you for joining us.
So,
I think it's time to take a little sip, man. I think it's time for a little sip.
How is it? Have you had?
I have not had this before. This is a sweet mash single barrel bourbon.
So Andy, how does it compare to one of my favorite wheats? And if I had a bottle of I also like Buffalo Trace, but the Wyoming, I got to get some of that.
Yeah.
How's that compare?
I'm gonna. Actually, that's really good.
Is it? Is it sweet?
It's really good. Yeah. It's a sweet mash, not a sour mash. It's really high wheat, almost 25% wheat. So
I would love that. That's straight up my alley.
I think you would like this. 100 proof is right up my alley as far as fire. I like it, man.
It's a little hot for me.
It's good stuff. and you guys are very welcome. You guys do good stuff. If you haven't subscribed to Bourbon Bounty, Truth Proofs, and Firewater Reviews, Arizona, just kind of, some of you guys, tell them all the good stuff you guys do, and then go check them out. They do some awesome work.
There's a lot.
This is good. Hey guys, one of you bourbon folks, review this one. This is not bad at all. Nice.
Bourbon. What? You can review it anytime we want. So
I can, but I'm not the only bourbon guy in town, Todd. We're joining this game now. So
you are in this town, I think.
So
all right. So we got some people in. I hope others have sort of, at least in their head, thought of what their favorite sitcoms of all time are. I mean, right? I mean, that's the idea here. We want to give ours, but we want feedback. We want you guys to tell us what yours are. After we get done ours, let's try to bring some people in.
I would bet this will spark some debate.
I hope so. I mean, I think there should be. Now, again, it depends on what you like, but you got to remember, when we grew up, we're in our early to mid 40s. So sitcoms in the late 80s and 90s really is what affected my ranking system. I can tell you that right now. Similar to the bands, but this was much harder. For some reason, much harder.
Yeah. What you think about it, I mean, music, you kind of fall into where your decade lies and you fall in love with that. And you might have some parental influence, but sitcoms are different because they represent a different portion of each period of your life. Even when you're younger, like a couple of my picks remind me of my grandparents. Like, so it's just kind of really funny how these things can bring back, memories and all that good stuff. So,
totally.
So, yeah. So, hello, Todd from West Texas. What's up?
Oh, I didn't see that.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to Ruben on Instagram today, and we were chatting back and forth. He's trying to, first of all, go check out. Well, I don't know if Instagram is that popular, but I don't know if he wants it out there. But anyway, he was trying to get the double barrel from this year's BCS, which we didn't get. It's one of the ones, we didn't get that in a prop. He's had the prop, and he got 2 bottles of the 2-year reserve, which he's going to pop soon to drink. And he asked, he saw our videos on it. The 2-year reserve is in the 25th anniversary Knob Creek, which was fantastic this year. One of the best, I think, offerings they had.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's trying to get that double barrel, which is supposed to be the best of the best. That was the one
I would love to get my hands on that. Yeah,
it's really expensive, and he, of course, doesn't want to pay $250 for a bottle. And he asked if we knew where. I said that's where I would go too. I mean, we didn't get it. So, but anyway, that was Ruben. So
I got to tell you.
For joining us, I appreciate it.
So that's getting tougher too now, because the funny thing about, and when you think about investing $250 in a good whiskey that can last you for a long, long time,
yeah,
and $250 for a beer,
for a.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. It's like that's a hard sell for me. So
it's tough. I
So
don't think
Jeff was funny. He said,
yeah, good.
was wondering how far back you'd go. Man, I don't think it matters. I mean, I think that's some are better not rewatched. Yeah, but you know what? If they define you and you liked it, go for it. I think
we don't hesitate. As you saw by our list of bands, we don't hold back. I mean, we are unapologetic about what we like, and if we like it, we like it, right? I mean, that's the way we should. I don't think you should hide it just because it may not be popular. So I don't care. But that, like Alf. So Dickie's dad said, Alf, I have a feeling you may see that on one of these lists today. I just have a feeling somewhere we'll hear Alf.
It's possible. It's very possible.
Get out of the kitchen, Alf, get out of the kitchen.
I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun one. We'll spark some.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
So make sure everybody's got a beer. Jeff, what are you drinking?
Derek, what's up, my man? Derek is here. Cheers to you, my friend. Bourbon Bounty sometimes with old shows they are better left in memory. Yeah, if you watch me on Kills the Magic. You know what? Some do. Some hold up. You know, I think that's the fun part. So, you know.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't believe how many I forgot because, you know, you go through your list just off of your memory, and then I just, you know, you do a Google search, and then I was talking to my wife, and I was like, oh, I forgot that. Oh, gee. And so it made it really difficult. I could probably do a list of 25, honestly.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't watch
Todd,
sitcoms.
Yours were easy for me when I had to come up with music. Sitcoms?
Oh, yeah.
No. I was struggling. I think I'll maybe get 4.
Yeah, you probably
5.
Right. It's the same. So we'll see. But it's okay. It's fun.
You know me. You know some of my off the wall stuff a little better. So you might do mine a little better, but we'll see.
I do.
Well,
so anyway, let's get into it. I think let's start the party. So Andy's going to start out today. He's going to share his screen. We're not going to play any videos. If you remember last week, we were playing the videos of the bands, and we got shut down by YouTube.
pretty fast. So,
oops. Sorry.
All right.
Plead ignorance, let you know.
All right. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go to this. Let's share. Todd, it's so much better tonight.
I love that. Way to go, Andy. Very good. You don't have to worry about the sound this time. So that's good.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. So stop that. So hold on. And well, you can see how far I got, Todd.
I didn't see that. So that's good.
That's all right. That's right. It doesn't matter.
Hey, there's Vanessa Kitty. Hello. How are you? Cheers. Hopefully you're drinking or sipping on something good. And we're going over our top 10 sitcoms of all time. I mean, listen, we're all launching a lot of TV, Netflix, Tiger King, all that stuff. Anybody watch Tiger King? The recap video where they brought on the people. Did you see that, Andy? Not
my wife's watching. I haven't seen it yet.
You still have not seen Tiger King?
Can you see my screen yet, Todd, or no?
No, there's nothing on your screen, but we're not seeing anything.
That's awesome. I'm doing it again. Hold on. Wait a minute.
You're not sharing anything. We see you.
Wait a minute. Wait for it. Let's see.
Wait for it.
Share screen. Room window.
All right. So Jody Bourbon Bounty, when he finishes this red ale, this Smith's red ale, I may pop a bourbon. It should be Andy. Here's Jody's got a question for you. He's gonna pop a bourbon. Should it be Michener's, Blade and Bow, Baker's, or Wild Turkey Long Branch? What do you think he should pop? Andy? Andrew? Oh, geez. What just happened? Well, Andy again. Hello? Andy. You know, I can't give Andy. He's frozen. I don't know what happened, but we saw it for a minute. Can you guys see me, hopefully? Do you notice a recurring theme here? Hopefully you can hear me and see me, but Andy's frozen. His whole thing froze. Yeah, he froze. Andy, I'm going to just punch you out of here, but oh, geez, Andy, you're trying to come back in. Andy, you there?
Yeah, can you see me now?
I can see you now, but what's going on?
I'm having some technical difficulties.
I mean, you're killing me here. You got 3 streams up already, and one's. Anyway, guys, let's try this again.
All right, hold on.
Anyway, Jody was asking, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What is going on here?"
Can you see any other screen?
No, I can see you. Thankfully, you're not frozen. Maybe I should go first.
Hold on. You might have to, because here's the problem.
Oh God.
Oh boy. You're
Anyway.
like
Jody, I'm trying to ask him this question. It's on the thing, but he's having trouble right now, as you can see.
Todd.
Yes.
You're gonna love this. For whatever reason,
Yes.
I put my slides in another tab, and then it crashed. So how can I get those slides back?
I want you to drop out of this chat altogether, get yourself together, and come back in.
Yeah, but where do I find the slides?
In your Google Drive. They'll be in your Google Drive.
Let me see if I can find that.
Just go to your Google Drive. Hey, this is great YouTube, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you taking advice because Andy's
I'm so bad at this. I need a production crew. This is why I'm just a talent, Todd. I don't like this other stuff.
Talent is very loosely used right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so Shocker is right, John. Andy, I'm ready to go. I can do it if you want to get yourself settled. But I know you wanted to go first since I went first.
That doesn't matter to me, my man. Go ahead, because it's probably going to take me an hour and a half just to get this up to where I was anyway. So go for it.
Change it up a little bit, and I'll go first again, guys. So I'm going to give you my top 10. Hopefully, it's not anything too crazy. I think if you know me well, Andy, you said you weren't going to get many of mine, right? But I think you will. I really do. Can you guys see me okay? Everything all right? Nothing frozen, right? We're all good. There. That's how it's done, Andy. You see it?
Well done, Todd. Well done.
All right. So let's go on. So here's my top 10. So just like last time, we're going to go with our honorable mentions. Okay. So, and this changed a lot. I had some of these in my top 10 and they moved out and moved back in, but there were 5 that were just off the top 10. Full House. I mean, that may be shocking to some. I love that show for some reason. I don't know why. I watch it all the time. Joey was the star of that show. Of course, the twins, and I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if that's going to be on your list, but you had to watch that show, right?
We shall see. Of course. I mean, everyone's watched Full House.
Different Strokes is the one that I grew up on. I absolutely loved. It was a little bit earlier for me, but I know I watched a ton when it was in syndication back in the day. And, what you talk about, Willis, was, you tried to say that as a kid and pull that off. And of course I couldn't, but I absolutely loved Different Strokes.
We're grateful for that, to be honest with
you. Fresh Prince, I know that's going to be I'm pretty sure that's going to be in your list somewhere. Again, John, if he comes on, I know this is one of John's favorite shows. I think a character that was, often overlooked, and that's what I'm going to try to talk about this on Fresh Prince, was the butler. What was the butler's name? Shoot, I can't remember his name now. John knows it. John in the chat, what's the butler's name? I love the butler. I thought he was always funny because he had that dry sense of humor. I can't remember his name now. But the Fresh Prince, Simpsons, of course. I don't watch the Simpsons now as much, and I know this is
but I can't believe that's actually in your. It's just an honorable mention, but that's all right. We'll let that one slide.
Andy, I didn't. Now, my brother, it's probably his favorite show. It's right up there. But for me, I watched it a lot, but I haven't watched it recently. That's why. And then King of Queens, I didn't watch it as much when it was first coming out, but once it sort of towards the end and then in syndication, it's something I'll always watch. I mean, Kevin James is just absolutely hilarious, and I love his humor, and I love that show. I wish it would have gone on. So there's my honorable mention. Any comments on the chat about that? Anybody saying anything? Nobody? I know there was some talk about the Walter, and you never answered Jody. He wanted to know what you should.
Yeah, well, that's because I can't find my way back to the chat. I see you on my phone, but I can't find my way back to the chat. I am a complete mess. I don't know where I am tonight.
All right, so you can. What do you see? Do you see anything? You don't see anything.
When I go to StreamYard, it just says enter broadcast. Well, maybe I should enter Broadcast Studio again.
That might help. I'm surprised you can actually hear me.
I think I'm still on somewhere in another. Let's just try again.
Dickie's dad said Tiger King's memes might be better than the show. That is true. There are some great memes.
Well, I can see this too. There we go.
All right, you good? Okay, so you can see everything.
We're back. I'm a train wreck tonight.
You are a train wreck, but we're gonna clean this up, and that's what's great about us.
We're good.
All right, so I'm gonna look at the thing. That Jody wanted you to pick his bourbon before I go on to my top 10.
All right, my pop should be Michter's, Blade and Bow, Baker's, Wild Turkey, Long Branch. I haven't tried the Long Branch, but I don't like Matthew McConaughey, but I've heard good things, so let's scratch that. Michter's, I love just about everything they do. And we've already had Baker's.
So
let's do the Blade and Bow. I haven't tried that yet. I want to hear your
I'm
thoughts.
gonna try it, but there you go. And Vanessa Kitty, we were talking about Tiger King. First of all, Jeff was sort of disappointed by the recap. I was too, actually. So I agree with you on that. But the show, I mean, I think everyone on the show Tiger King needs a long time. That's probably true as well. So interesting. All right, let's get back to my top 10 without further ado. Andy, can you see the chat now? Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, so you can highlight people. All right, so we're going to go to my top 10. Here's my number 10, and it's not that overwhelming, but I love this show, and it's it is definitely the most recent sitcom I watched pretty religiously when it came on. DVR'd it, you watch it every week. I'm kind of sad it's gone, but it's one of those shows that's always in reruns and in syndication, so you see it all the time. It's I don't know. I love the characters on the show. I love Sheldon. Everything about this show, and I don't think you like the show as much. I love it. I love every character on the show, and I could watch it anytime it's on.
They had a whole documentary, Todd, about how you're either team Big Bang Theory or Seinfeld. You can't like them both. And I have a feeling both are on your list.
They totally are on my list. And what was the reasoning behind it? I don't get that. How is it? Is it the type of humor? I don't get it.
Two generations of people who grew up watching these, and the Big Bang Theory was a lot more millennial driven. And I don't think millennials really got Seinfeld. And quite frankly, I didn't get the Big Bang Theory. But
did you ever actually watch the episodes?
I've seen one or two and I couldn't get through them. It's kind of like how you watch Real Housewives of whatever city. Like I can't do that either.
I watch a lot of Bravo. I will admit. If we do a reality TV show, I will have a ton of Bravo channel. I'm like the expert of reality TV. That's all I watch now. It's sad. I get it. I know.
This is why I should mute you.
Hopefully the chat's not going crazy. I don't see the chat now, so go fire away at that comment. I'm sure. All right, so that's it. Does anyone else like Big Bang Theory out there? Put it in the chat. I mean, am I the only one? I can't believe I would be the only one. We have 13 people in this chat. Am I the only one that likes Big Bang? John, you like
he likes both.
All right, so there you go. See, dispelled. See,
so there you go. But for the most part, no.
All right. Well, that was a big dud. Nobody liked that. All right, here's where it gets fun. I love the show, and it might be just because when I grew up, this was like the Saturday show to watch, and I was infatuated with Kelly Kapowski. I think we all were. We had on the walls from the teen magazines, pinups of Kelly. I mean, that was like the dream girl, right? Kelly Kapowski.
I still like Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah,
Today's version of Kelly Kapowski.
Right. It only went for like 4 years. It didn't have a very long run, but I mean, the time period we were, I think, probably adolescent. I mean, 12 years old when this came out. So it was like the perfect type of show for us. And, I know they've done like reboots and like reunions, and it's not the same, but for the couple of years that this was really on, I absolutely love the show. Is it still come on? Do you ever see like the original on TV? I don't see it though. I don't ever see it. Like you were for a while seeing it, but I don't see it anymore. So Saved by the Bell. Anybody agree with that?
Todd, I just got to go back. Your whole Big Bang Theory. So Dickie Dad, I never got the show either.
Okay.
Herb Downey, but my 9-year-old loves Big Bang, so I watch a lot of it. Tony just came on and says, I don't like Big Bang, Todd. So John said I'll pass.
All right. All right.
However, your father said, who was here, he likes the Big Bang Theory.
Nice.
And he also watched Seinfeld.
There you go. So, see, well, I am a product. Everybody says I'm just like my father, so that would make sense.
That's true.
Right.
But he's a Leave It to Beaver generation, so he's allowed to like both.
I am not. Leave It to Beaver did not make my list, unfortunately. So, anybody have any comments on Saved by the Bell? It's got to be somebody people our age.
Dickie Dad, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, but who's creeping? Yeah, she has a cooking show and she still looks fantastic.
I'm sure she does.
So, I don't know. Sorry if my wife's watching, but yeah,
well, then it is what it is. And so the characters are great. Screech, he was a train wreck. I think he's a train wreck in real life now, right? I mean, he's got like a ton of bad things happening to him. But
John just posted, don't forget about the college years.
Yeah, I
Saved by
watched
the
that for a
Bell.
little bit. I did watch that. I watched that, but I mean, I didn't
Jeff
do that.
actually put up Zach Morris. Do you watch Zach Morris's trash on YouTube? Hilarious. I've never heard of it.
Well, is this channel called Trash? Zach
I
Morris.
guess I don't know. I guess that's something we'll have to check out. You'll have to tell me a little more.
Yes, totally. I've never heard of that. But
Mr. Joe, I watch Leave It to Beaver every morning with my wife. See, there you go.
And my mom does watch that. That and I Love Lucy are like her.
By the way, that's a good show.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back real quick, Todd, just because some people are sharing. Derek shared his list.
Yeah, do it. Definitely.
So he's got The Jeffersons, which is a great show. Good Times.
Yeah.
Happy Days.
Oh, Happy.
Three's Company. So, man, he's going back. I like it.
Was awesome.
Sanford and Son, which almost made my list. I love that show. That's My Mama. Welcome Back, Cotter. All in the Family and Different Strokes. That's a great list.
That is a great list.
That's a great
Sanford
list.
and Son. My brother loved Three's Company. My brother's 4 years older than me. He loved Three's Companies. He loved Sanford and Son. I can remember watching that all the time with him. It was a bit above me because I was 4 years younger than him. So, but I mean, Red Fox was the man. So that's awesome. Great list. See, that's what we want. We want more people to share their top 10, their top 5.
And your father put in a plug for Taxi and Cheers. Also, two great shows. I
agree. So, Cheers was very close.
I'm not going to need to do my top 10 because they're all going to be taken by the time we get through. So go ahead, Todd. This is good.
I'm glad I went first then. All right, Andy, here it is.
I knew this.
This is number 8. My wife saw this and said, I can't believe you're going to put that out there. And I said, you're darn right I am. I don't know if this is right. It says it on Google. It went from 93 to 2011. Did it go that long, Andy?
No, it came back for one lonely season, I think, where they had maybe 5 to 8 episodes and they canned it again.
The best part about this show, because it came out in the 90s when grunge was happening, but these guys loved like metal, right? They loved like AC/DC, Metallica, everything that was heavy. But then they also played videos on MTV. And so they would play like, Winger and make fun of Winger, which was funny. His teeth are whiter than white, and they would, oh, what is this crap? They would say all this stuff. Oh, look, it's Bon Jovi. I want the Bon Jovi. It was their commentary on the actual videos was priceless. Absolutely priceless. And that was the best part about, the actual cartoons were great too, but when they actually played the videos,
that's what made the show.
The beauty of this. That was the absolute beauty of it.
Do you remember they did Kicks?
They did Kicks, the Cool Kids, which is the worst. It's not a great song either, and it's the worst video ever. They made fun of it, but Kicks was on this, which was great.
They did Cool Kids.
Yes.
I rember, what was it? Butthead goes, if those are the cool kids,
I hate to see the uncool kids. Oh, yeah. They would go after like fire. They would play Firehouse or Steelheart. And the kid in there, what was it? Stewart had the Winger shirt on. So like,
that killed their career too. He actually talks about that at length about how that he couldn't get booked after that.
I'm sure.
That had a huge effect on and apparently. So here's the tie-in. Derek said Hank Hill's voice, Beavis and Butthead too, correct? And that's correct. So it was Mr. Anderson was the guy whose tool shed they were out there. And Mike Judge did both of those. He did King of the Hill and he did Beavis and Butthead. And he and actually Kip Winger had a conversation and they mutually made up because he apologized for what he did to his career. Kip said, hey, it's all good,
So Kip
Winger, the rest is history. Yeah.
Yeah, so and they would oh look, Pantera, give me a beer, Pantera. Oh, was it a tear, Pantera? It was the best thing ever. They played Pantera in a video, and then
that show was made for you.
It was come on, you liked it too. Don't act like I'm the only one who liked it.
I loved it. Are you kidding me? I loved it.
Yeah, there was a movie, there was everything. So again, I know it's childish, I know it's crazy, but in 1993,
the movie was good. Yeah,
I was 17 years old, and this was perfect.
And there is talk of another movie coming out in the next year or so. So just keep that in the back of your mind, Todd.
It can only be good. So, all right, number 7. Now we're going to get into some 80s and sort of. I was only I was very young when this was really out, but I remember watching this in syndication more so. I loved Family Ties. I loved Michael J. Fox. he was the whole unabashed, like, I guess, Republican, and they were making fun of like Nixon. I didn't really know what that meant at the time, but I just thought it was funny. I just loved everything about Michael J. Fox in this setting, and it didn't go on that long, but I remember watching it in syndication. I love Family Ties. I don't know if it made anybody else watch. Did you watch this, Andy, Family Ties?
Oh, I loved it. I
Yeah.
had a little crush on Mallory.
Yeah, that too, of course. Yeah. So again, just a great show. I don't know what else to say. It's not. I wish some of these were on. I was going through this. It's like I haven't watched the show in so long though. Like they're not on syndication. You would think there'd be a channel that would play some of these old '80s, really big hits. Like why aren't they playing this? I would totally watch that. Totally watch it. Maybe it's out there. I'm just missing it. I don't know.
Yep. And your mom, by the way, is mad. She said,
Why?
"What? Leave It to Beaver didn't make your top 10. What is wrong with you, Todd?" So,
So I've watched a
There you
lot. I can tell you right now, for a 44-year-old, I've watched more Leave It to Beaver than anybody on this planet. My mom, she still watches it. It comes on like the Me Family or the Me Too. I don't know. There's a Me TV or something like that plays all those 50s and 60s shows, and she watches it.
that's funny.
Like my kids watch it too because she puts it on because she was the daycare provider for so many years for my kids. So they've watched it. So yes, Mom, this is mine though. Not
That's so funny.
I do love Leave It to Beaver.
By the way, you're getting comments. I'm loving this. So,
go ahead.
well, John just hopped in. So, John Hill. So, what's up? Good to see you, man. Cheers.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Derek said, "Yeah, I likes Family Ties."
Yeah. See.
And then he said Mallory. So
exactly.
And then Bourbon Bounty says Mallory was crushable, but did not care for the show. And I will agree. I thought Mallory, she was just cute. I really liked it.
You didn't care for the show? You didn't like the show?
I liked it. Derek didn't.
Oh, Derek. Okay, I get you. That's all
and
good.
then a little heart from Justine Bateman. So that's funny.
Is that Jason Bateman's sister? That right?
I think so.
They are, right? Yeah, right. So
that's a tale of two careers, one that kept going and one that kind of went south. But
and I can tell you, I'm crushing this.
That's a good one.
God, it's so good. Anyway, all right.
Your mom put "I Love Lucy" has to be number one.
Mom, you might want to turn off now because it's not going to end well. So let's keep going though. Number 6.
Oh,
this
funny.
is one of. I love this show.
Good show.
I love Winnie Cooper so much as well. I think that was another one where I just was in love with her as a 12-year-old, and I love the show. I didn't realize it only went on for 5 years. I thought it was much longer than that, but I guess not. So I would love to know like what happened to some of these like characters. Like what happened to all these guys? Did anybody else watch The Wonder Years?
Hey, Todd, do you still want to see Winnie?
Yeah.
You need to watch Impractical Jokers because Murr has a crush on Winnie, and for one of his punishments, they told him he was going to go and do a bodybuilding competition. So they put him in this little Speedo and they oiled him up. But what he was really doing was interviewing Winnie Cooper. So when he went out to pose, he's in this little oiled up Speedo and Winnie's sitting right there. Hysterical.
That's
absolutely wonderful.
Hilarious. That's awesome.
That's the one show I didn't think it counted as a sitcom. Would have cracked my top 10. I love Impractical Jokers.
Impractical Jokers. Yeah, that's more of a reality-based thing.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on Wonder Years? Did you like it?
I liked it. It didn't crack my top 10.
All right.
But
I loved it.
I liked it.
Absolutely loved it. Anybody else out there like it? I don't know. Maybe not. It wasn't like that popular of a show, so maybe not. But for me, I loved it. I absolutely love this show. So
Dickie Dadson, speaking of crushes, half of my top 10 crushes are Soleil Moonfry and Alyssa Milano. That's Punky Brewster and Samantha.
There's one. I didn't think Punky. I watched. See, it's happening right now. Like we didn't even talk about it. I didn't see, but Punky Brewster. I love that show. Dang,
that was a good show.
It was.
But I mean, I haven't seen that in 25 years, Todd. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I haven't seen this in 25 years, so
true.
There you go. All right, this is where it gets really. I mean, here's another crush, Alyssa Milano. I had posters of her everywhere on my wall when I was 12, 13 years old. I didn't realize this started in 1984, though. That started really early. I didn't realize it was that old of a show. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, 1992, I thought it went further than that. I thought it was like late 80s into mid-90s. And I looked this up. It was 84 to 92. Just absolutely. Tony Danza with...
He was great.
It was... And I think John likes the show, too, our friend John. I can watch... And I don't see it. I haven't watched the show in so long. But now I'm like, I have to go back to Maybe it's on Netflix or maybe it's on something where I can watch these old episodes, because doing this made you think, oh man, I really miss seeing that show. It would just bring back so many memories. So after this, I'm probably going to,
and you'd appreciate it more now, because when you're older and you watch it, some of Mona's comments and her little cougar innuendos are a little funnier than when we were 10 years old.
Yes. So anybody out there, did they like Who's the Boss? Other than, I mean, I was infatuated with Melissa Milano, but the show itself was great too, with Tony Danza and Mona. It was great.
You're not making friends with your parents tonight, Todd. Honeymooners was great, but neither Todd nor Andy would have known it existed.
Are my parents like hijacking the chat?
Yeah, they're in it tonight. I like it. We got 19 people watching, and they're two of them. They're hanging out. So
I love it. That's perfect. All right. Hey, Dad, Mom, keep throwing them in there. You know, my parents are, the product of, I guess, the 50s and 60s. So that would, dictate.
Look, not all those shows were bad. I'm sure they probably liked Andy Griffith's show, Dick Van Dyke show. What else do they have? We already did Leave It to Beaver. MASH was what, 70s?
My dad loved Taxi. I can remember that as a kid. He would like Taxi.
See, I said it, and your mom put it up. One more Dick Van Dyke show comes in as number 3.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm out of here. Your mom just did a mic drop.
Good job, Mom. I love it. All right, let's get to number 4. I don't know, people might hate on this, but I love this show. I don't care what you say. I think it's got great characters. That's something I want to do maybe for a top 10, is like top 10 TV characters of all time. There's a bunch on the show that you could probably, I would put in that top 10 maybe. I mean, between
you strike
Joey
me as a Joey guy.
What's that?
You like Joey?
Oh, I love Chandler. I love Joey and Chandler. Yeah, I loved it. They were the best. I thought, of course, Jennifer
You're probably more like Ross.
No, Ross is funny because you can like goof on Ross. Like,
that's why you're more like Ross.
Maybe that's what it is. But
sorry, Todd. Some of these shows.
Yeah.
So for everybody, put Mr. Ed laugh out loud. Honestly, I think I watch that every day. However, my parents found it. I watched Mr. Ed all the time. It was a fantastic show.
Did anybody ever watch Dukes of Hazzard?
Gosh, that's so funny. I love Dukes of Hazzard too, man. That was fan. Chips. Yeah. Oh, these are good shows.
Yeah. We probably could have done this by like 80s, 70s, 80s.
We probably should. We probably should have chunked this. We'll do that with movies. When we get to movies, we'll chunk them up.
I think that's a good idea. So, did anybody have any comments on Friends? I mean, do you like Friends?
I love Friends. Danny Toomey is with us, and he says Jennifer Aniston, say no more.
Exactly. I mean, come on. She's like
and she's like a fine wine.
Oh God, yes.
Let me see. Who else? Let me see. John says, Todd, you are much more Chandler or Ross than Joey. I agree.
Sure I am. Yeah, I actually probably think I like Chandler as a character better than Joey, but Joey was great too. I mean, could I be wearing any more clothes? When he put on it's just, So I love the show. If you didn't like it, I can see. I didn't really like this show until the very end of it, though. I mean, if that makes sense. I didn't watch it when it was first coming out. I think I more so maybe the late run on this, and then finally in syndication, of course. So,
yep.
But anyway, that's my
deal, man. All right, good list so far.
Number 3,
Growing Pains.
Yeah, Growing Pains. I mean, Mike Seaver, who is, I think, I wanted to be Mike Seaver. And of course, here's the funny thing: Leonardo DiCaprio, kind of got a start on the show. Did everybody remember that?
I completely forgot he was on it.
He was on the later end of this. John knows this, I'm sure.
I completely forgot about that.
But the great cast, the Seavers, Boner, who is, I think he's dead now. I think he killed himself, but he was a great character on this. Ben Seaver, Jason Seaver, the Seavers. It was great. I think they adopted Leonardo DiCaprio on the end. John can comment how he came into the show. That was toward the very end.
Yep. And John just said he's pre-guessing that your number 1 is Family Matters.
What?
So don't say it, but he just said he's pre-guessing Family Matters.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
I think he's joking, of course, right?
Yeah. Hey, who knows?
No, it's not.
Oh, John's got a whole line now going.
Does he?
Mike Seaver was a man. Didn't think you would have that one. Luke, he was the orphan. Mike adopted him. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's your background on Leonardo DiCaprio before he sunk in a big ship in icy water. So
what did he say? Mike Seaver was a man. Jason Seaver was the dad. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Man, Mike Seaver was anyway, whatever. All right. So the last two was very difficult for what my number one and two. These number one and number two are basically my favorite TV shows of all time.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I actually don't watch Atlanta. That's what I don't watch. I don't watch Atlanta.
All right, number two.
Seinfeld.
And number two.
Two.
In fact, Dickie's dad, just before you, that said Seinfeld got to be number one. So I'm curious to number one now because Seinfeld is just a classic.
Well, John knows when my number one now is that I did this. So John, don't spoil it, please. John knows. And John's probably not going to like this, but he'll understand. Seinfeld, I didn't get into until the late runs and then in syndication. I didn't watch it back in 1989. I don't think I probably watched it until the mid 90s and then finally in syndication. But I didn't watch it for the first 3 or 4 years. I never watched it. My number one, I watched from the very beginning to the very end religiously, and I watched in syndication. But this is one show where why haven't they done a reunion? How is it possible that a show that is one of the best shows ever, and I don't care what you say, if you didn't like it, maybe you don't like the style of humor, but it pretty much redefined it was a show about nothing, so to speak.
Well, sometimes that's the beauty of it. There's no reason to go back. I mean,
maybe,
it was one of the
see that
you can't replicate Seinfeld.
You can't. But I'm just saying for like a one-off hour special. I don't know.
They don't look the same. They don't act the same. They've had. It's just I don't know. There's something beautiful about leaving it alone and saying it ended the way it ended, and that's it, because it's just great.
True. Has John flipped out that I don't have Seinfeld number one? I can't see the chat.
I don't know, but it's funny because Truth Proofs and Firewater Reviews says I can't stand Jerry Seinfeld's voice.
No.
So
all right,
that's
so viewers don't like Seinfeld as much as I do, evidently.
All right, what's your number one, man?
All right, sorry, I get through number one. It's The Office. This is a show that I will watch anytime it's on.
That's a great show.
Comedy Central. It did tail off a little bit the last two seasons that Michael Scott wasn't there. Carell, but it still was good. It still was really good. And the way they brought him back for the series finale where he became the best man for Dwight. And he's like, Michael, I can't believe you came. And he said, that's what she said. And that was like his he had another line. But there's so many great characters. I just want to state 1 second. Give me like a minute on this show. There's so many besides Michael Scott and Dwight. I mean, Pam and Jim are fine, but I mean, Kevin and Creed, and Angela. There's so many good characters on this show. I think my favorite character is actually Kevin. I think he is a completely underrated character in this hit of a show. Kevin being the bald fat guy. I don't know. What does everybody else think?
He is great.
I don't know if people really got into The Office, but it was
Ed Helms' character. He's
when he
perfect
came on,
in that. Dwight Schrute. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a great pick.
Okay,
they all work well together.
And the reason why I picked this over Seinfeld is because, like I said, in 2005 I watched this when it started, and I watched it and when it ended. I didn't do that with Seinfeld, and so I used that as for two shows that I love tremendously. I picked The Office because I watched it from the beginning. I didn't with Seinfeld. So there it is.
Dickie Dad said when he spills the chili. I mean, that's just
the best. There's so many.
It's a fantastic show.
I can tell you right
Good
now.
List.
If we did the top 10 characters of TV, there'd be a few from The Office that would be on my list. That's all I'm saying. So there you have it. Hopefully you guys liked it. You maybe agree or disagree, but it's me. So
I like it, man.
All right, so I'll stop sharing my list and bring us back. There we go.
Okay. All right.
So Andy, have you gotten yours? Do you want to take a?
Yeah, I think I figured out how to do this.
Okay.
I think. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I think I did.
All right.
So hold on. Let's see if I can share this screen.
John said it's Fuller House in your top 10. I've watched it on Netflix. Me and Tina have watched it. So yes, I mean it's not as good, but I still love seeing them back. So, and Jason Patton's drinking an Ananda Indian Pale Ale by Worcester Brewing. Where is Worcester? Have you ever even? I can't even say that word. In Memphis, Tennessee. All right, I've never heard of that, but it sounds good.
All right, Todd, can you see?
Can I see? Yeah, we're good to go, man. Very good.
All right, good. We're actually making this happen this time.
Don't mess this up.
I probably will.
Don't mess this up, Andy. All right, and John agreed with me. Good, John. I'm glad you. That's good. I'm glad. I was worried that you were going to eat on me about not having Seinfeld number one. All right, Andy, the floor is yours, bud.
All right, buddy. All right, so let me see. Top 10. There we go. And can you see me, buddy?
I can see you. You haven't moved the screen yet.
Yeah. Well, okay, I haven't. All right. So here's my honorable mention.
Yes, John. That's probably why we get around so well. John said his list and mine are very similar, so I guess that means John doesn't need to come on. Oh, do we need to bring your brother on? Your brother?
We can bring on a minute. Has my honorable mention come up?
No, Andy. We don't see anything. We just see your first slide.
Son of a. Why is it not doing it? Okay, hold on.
Go down. Just hit down.
How about now?
No, Jesus.
This sucks.
So, Andy, what you want to do is there's an option when you're in Google Slides to hit present. Did you do that?
Maybe not. Hold on. Let me see
Hit
this.
present. You see the top right?
So
present? Do that.
present. Where does it say present? Oh, present. I got it. Okay.
And then just
Everything's
slide.
going up Millhouse. All right. Can you see it now?
I see the same thing that you had before. We all see
All
it.
right. I just went to the next slide.
Nope, you didn't. Did you? Hold on. No, you didn't. You didn't get anything. And you have a
All right.
skip between 2 and 10. So, Andy, it's not going over well.
It really isn't. So
So,
that's what I got.
don't share that anymore. I don't know what you're doing. Hi, Tony. I can see you. Do you want to bring your brother on so he can make fun of you? Or no?
At this point, anybody who comes on will.
All right,
All
Tony.
right, so
welcome to the
Todd, can
stream.
you see this?
I see the same thing, Andy. See the same exact thing.
Hey
Google
guys,
Slides
Hey,
is-
Tony. Make fun of your brother a little more. All right,
can
Andy.
you hear me?
He's not doing it right, Tony. But keep scrolling down.
Hey, there I am.
There he is. This is Andy's better brother or better half, better brother, better looking. Just Danny Toomey will agree. Just a better person.
That's true.
Welcome to the and with the Bon Jovi shirt on. I love it.
Yeah.
And a big bottle of something.
Well, see who can guess what the horse is.
I don't know what the word is.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh,
In fact, Danny bought this for me for my 40th birthday.
wow. Very nice. And Danny says, "Hey, Sparky, Andy, you want to try to get this going or what?"
You're going to try again.
Okay,
All
hit
right,
share
hold
screen,
on. We're going to share.
and then go into your Google Slides and hit present.
I will do that. Present. Hold on.
And you're not sharing anything though.
Oh,
Not
wow.
yet. Hold on.
This is where we lose everybody. It's not because Tony came on.
Did it come up?
No. There we go.
I have screwed up
There we go.
technology.
You were good. We saw something.
Wait, here it is.
There we go.
All right,
Very
hold
good. Now you're good. We see your honorable
And
mentions.
it's coming. There we go.
God, Andy, you did way too many honorable mentions.
Well, whatever. I can whip through them. But these are good shows. All right.
Okay,
so-
yeah, I love this. Let's go. Go on it.
All right.
I
So
love it.
South Park, I just think they broke the boundaries of anything you're supposed to do on TV and got away with it because they're cartoons. So I had to give them a shout. Fresh Prince almost cracked my top 10. Absolutely love that
I
show.
thought it would totally be in your top 10.
Married with Children is one of those
good
shows that
call.
actually aged really well. And I've seen a couple episodes lately, and I got to tell you, absolutely fantastic. And Al Bundy is one of the greatest characters. You talk about top 10 characters, Al Bundy would probably make my top 10.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Everybody Loves Raymond. That's just a good
I
show.
love that show too. Yep.
Mr. Joe.
My dad.
Hey, Andy, I got to do that. Oh, wait a minute.
I got to put that up there, Tony.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh,
Just
God.
fantastic.
John
I
said,
love Lucy. I watch this all the time. My grandmother, who is 100 years old, God bless her. She acts like Lucy. She looks like
Look
Lucy,
at that.
and she got me hooked on it.
my
So-
mom, well, she's not watching anymore, but she would love that. Seeing
So
that.
it's a
on-
great, yeah. So that's a little tie to my 100-year-old grandmother.
Nice.
She's awesome.
Nice.
Home Improvement is a good show. Love Tim Allen.
Great. Oh,
And
100%.
then Who's the Boss? That was on your top 10. So
Samantha.
all right.
Good stuff, Andy. There you go. Oh, you have video clips, Andy. You're trying to.
I know I'm not supposed to play it.
What are you doing?
So
Look, guys, be prepared to be shut down.
I won't play it. Let me play for
Why
a
would
second.
you put video clips in there?
Just for fun, just to cause trouble.
No, here we go.
Hey, Screech will come after
Can
you.
you
Great. Well, guys, if we didn't learn last week, we're not learning again. Andy's going to play videos. Here we go, Andy. Do it.
I had to do it.
Jeez.
I had to do it. I'm testing the YouTube boundaries.
Well, you didn't put
But-
the sound on this, so it's not going to play. So that's
It's
good.
all right. We'll still get kicked off. But anyway, I love this show.
Loved it.
So
Yeah.
no need to be embarrassed. Todd cracked my top 10.
Good.
All right.
Another great. Yeah.
All right. So did this come up?
It did. We can see it. You're good. Keep going. You're rolling.
All right. Good. 2.5 Men. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this show.
Yes.
And this is another one of those ties. I told you I Love Lucy, reminding me of my grandmother. Todd, you, Pop, you and Johnny and Dan, obviously Tony. You remember my grandfather, we called him
Yes.
Pop. He loved this show. He
Yeah.
would tape record this on the VCR every night. When we went over, we would watch it together. So he absolutely loved this show. And crude humor, Charlie Sheen was fantastic. I didn't watch it when Ashton Kutcher came on at the
I didn't
tail
either.
end of it.
And that's why I didn't put it in my honorable. I couldn't stand it when Ashton Kutcher. It totally changed the show.
Outside of that, this is a great show.
Amazing
This is a
show.
really
And,
good show.
Jeff says, Andy, it's been a good live stream. Sorry, we're getting the pool. Thanks, Andy.
Whatever. Accepting fate.
Andy doesn't care, do you, Andy?
Mhm.
All right, good. That's a good.
Winning.
I talked about that as well.
All right,
Winning.
so-
All right, winning.
Todd, my number 8, Friends.
There you go.
Not
Nice.
as high on my list, but just a part of my college years, I think, and just absolutely love this show. Not much
Agreed.
more I need to say.
Nothing- yeah.
Yeah, great show. Hey,
Yeah.
Tony, do you want to throw in your top, your 10, 9, and 8 since you got something? What do you got so far?
I sure can.
All right. Here we go. Let me get this.
Number 10.
I've got a good one at number 10. This is a good one. Little show called Full House.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There you go. Maybe I never mentioned.
You know,
Love it.
Uncle Jesse. Andy kind of looked like Uncle Jesse. He had the Jesse and the Rippers thing going.
That's true.
Yeah, then Father Time took over.
So did you watch Fuller House on Netflix? Do you watch
I
that?
didn't. I
You
didn't.
haven't?
No.
It's terrible, but you got to
No.
watch it because they bring back some of the old characters, and it's good. So in that
Yeah,
respect,
no, I haven't done that one.
come
Yeah,
on.
the Olsen twins don't come back, but everybody else.
Nobody needs them.
I think Kimmy Gibbler was on there though.
Oh yeah,
She did.
certainly. She is.
Aunt Becky's not doing great these days, though. Just throw that out there.
No,
She's not going to make season 2.
no, that's hilarious. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Number 9, Tone.
Number 9 would be Who's the Boss?
Yes.
Good one.
Boy, we all have the same things. I didn't realize
Yeah.
it was.
Well, we grew up.
You got to think, growing up in the
time.
same house, a lot of these are going to be similar.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. What do I have for number 8? Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
There you go.
Yep. That was
Gosh.
an honorable mention.
We
Great
didn't
show.
turn off the dot. All right. Okay.
All right, so we're
Yeah.
we're close. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, number 7.
There
Todd,
it
this
is.
is no surprise to you, huh?
No. Well, you know what? I didn't think of this for you. I don't.
You always say I act like a cross between Kevin James and Chevy Chase, so this
You
is
do.
kind of,
That's true.
but
Dang, I didn't put this on your list. I should have. Put it
how
on
can
mine.
you not love a show about when the fat guy gets the hot girl? It's just something that tugs at my heartstrings. So
Yeah. you can
I love
relate to
everything
that,
Kevin James does. I mean, if we do comedies, Paul Blart Mall Cop's going to be in my top 10. Forewarning
right?
everybody.
Oh man, there you go.
So yeah, that's just how
Awesome.
it's going to be.
I love it.
I love this show.
Paul Blart.
Paul
Andy
Blart.
and I watched Paul Blart on an airplane.
And the guy behind us was dying laughing. He's peeking through our chairs to try and what are you watching? That's Paul Blart Mall Cop, man. That's good. All right, so this shouldn't be controversial, even though Mr. Cosby got in a little bit of hot water. If we take all that away, this was just a darn good show. I absolutely love the Cosby Show. I think, and it ran for 8 seasons. This is one of the better shows I think we had growing up.
Awesome.
So, I threw this up there. This is my number 6. I hold by it because it's just a great show. Yeah, Derek says a little bit is another shade. This is a great show. So Todd just left, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Dickie Dad said, yeah, Cosby was in my top 10 too. So Yeah, this is just a phenomenal show. Well written, and honestly, Bill Cosby's sweaters were one of a kind. So
The pudding pops. He was priceless.
Don't eat it. So Jeff says, yeah, hot water is an understatement. So like I said, we're going to put all that away, what happened in the last 5 years.
Yeah, you know what, Andy? This was on my list, and I took it off because of
mine too. I was afraid to say it.
I was afraid to put it up
You guys are
there.
wimps, okay? A good show is a good show, all right?
Don't eat the Jello.
I'm not talking about Bill Cosby. I'm talking about Cliff Huxtable, okay? Cliff Huxtable and the Huxtable family were fantastic. So there we go. Number 6.
Well, Andy, you're getting a lot of good. Dickie's dad said Cosby was in my top 10 too. Yeah, I think we all loved it. I didn't put it on there. Danny says, don't eat the Jello. And then Derek Williams says, I'd like the pudding pops.
And that's right. Dickie Dad also said every season had a new opening, which is true. Like every season, you look forward to the new Cosby opening.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Yep.
All right, Todd. This was your number 1. This is my number 5.
Love it. There you go.
Yeah, just a great show.
Awesome
so,
show.
I don't have to say anything else. It's really good. Tony, you want to jump in with your what is it? 7, 6, and 5?
Yeah, where am I? 7. Okay. Let's see. What did I have for 7? Oh, 7. Saved by the Bell.
There you go. God, Tony, we have the same list.
It's a broken record. I know.
It is a broken record. God, we all need to get out more.
It's true. It's amazing, but you can't beat it. What I have for 6, you probably have this too. It's just a good show. Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody Loves Raymond. It's just a good show.
It's just a good show.
It's just a good show. Nothing more I can say about it.
No, we won't go any further on that one. 5.
Oh.
the real word. That's classic John.
No, John was talking about with the back to well, you know the episode where in the real world episode where he teaches Theo a lesson with Monopoly money. I remember that. That was one of the best episodes of any show. That is true. The Cosby Show.
Theo.
That was great. All right, sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. We're talking about Theo. It's all good.
Yeah.
And speaking of Theo, honestly, does anyone remember when his reward was always a bacon burger dog from the grill? Yeah. I just wanted to try one. Like he's like, we're gonna get a bacon burger dog. So they would throw that on the grill and celebrate something. I kind of wanted to try one. It sounded like nothing but like meat goodness.
You know, Theo really didn't do much after the Cosby Show.
Lisa Bonet and Angel Heart. Jeez. Oh yeah. And then your mother and I are rich. John says. You have nothing.
That was a good show.
I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
So, all right, number 5 is The Office.
All right.
Tony, did you do number 5?
No.
I think my 5 was Friends.
There you go.
All right.
Boy, we have the same one. I was hoping we'd all have different ones. Crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, we grew up in the same house.
Okay.
All right, number 4. I'll whip through the last 4, and then Tony can jump in.
Okay.
Number 4 is Seinfeld. I know that's probably a surprise to those of you who think Seinfeld has to be number 1 or 2, but absolutely love it, but didn't crack my
I can't wait to see. I know what your top 3 are.
You probably do.
They're all
so number 3.
This is where we get this.
My friends.
What?
Alf.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think Alf. I thought Alf would be lower than that, but yeah.
We watched Alf so much.
Yeah. You're gonna play it, okay, guys? Get ready to be shut down. But that's good. Good.
Ready to be shut down as the alien. I mean, look at this.
I don't think
that's the best one.
Todd, aliens don't have copyrights. Andy's okay.
That's true, and he's not playing the sound, so that's good. I don't think we'll get cut.
Alf is so old that I think the copyrights are over. We're fine.
Let me ask you the chat. We've got 16 or 15? 14 people in the chat. Well, it's going down. 13. Not many left. Did you like Alf? I love Alf.
Sorry. So highlight Dan Toomey's comment.
All right, Alf is one of my top 3, hands down. I have the box set. He's got the box set. Wow, one of your favorite Alf episodes.
So
the big bug, Andy.
The big bug.
The big bug that they killed with Mrs. Ochmanik's perfume.
And here's where we're losing all our viewers.
Cockroach from Melmac.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. From Melmac, that's good. I love it. Melmac.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, my 7-year-old is now hooked on Alf and has whipped through the first 3 seasons.
That's so. I can see how that would relate. They should bring that back. Who wouldn't love Alf?
Actually, John, there were 4 seasons, so they're not just 5 episodes. But It was a great show. How was there a box set? He says, go back and rewatch it. All those jokes that Alf made went over your head as a kid. They hold up. They're good.
Yeah.
All right. So number 3. Number 2, no surprise.
Simpsons. The Simpsons.
Wow,
that's
show.
number 2.
I
know
thought for sure that'd be number 1.
Oh, you should know what my number 1 is. Simpsons number 2. Not much else you need to say about a show with 30 seasons. I mean, it's an icon.
That is true. That's a very good point.
I mean, it's still running, and it's not as funny as it was. I think they hit their peak between seasons 3 and 9 or 10. But
Nice.
I mean, if you go back, some of those moments with Homer, especially, they're timeless. When he fought George Bush Senior in the gutter and just belly flopped him. I mean, there's a million episodes you can pull out. I mean, it's just fantastic.
And Ken Griffey Jr. was on.
Yeah.
Jr.
Daryl Strawberry.
Daryl. Hey, Strawberry. No, what a great show. I absolutely love that.
It's funny, Andy, that you bring this up. So I don't know how this happened, but in our bathtub, Ben was taking a bath, and somehow a Bart Simpson Lego character got in the box of toys we have. I don't even know how we have it there. He's like, Dad, who's this? This was literally 3 days ago. And I said, that's Bart. He's like, who's Bart? And I had to tell him all. But so what's The Simpsons? It's a cartoon. Can I watch it? Well, no, not really. But do you like it? I'm like, yeah, I do like it. And so I'm trying to tell him, what's it about? Oh, it's about this family. There's Bart and Lisa and Homer. Who's Homer? It was hilarious me trying to tell my 6-year-old what The Simpsons was about and why you could.
It's iconic.
It is. So anyway.
All right. So my all-time favorite. It wasn't even. I didn't have to think
Andy,
twice.
stop for a second. Don't move off Simpsons because Derek brings up a very good nugget about The Simpsons. Do you remember when The Simpsons was just a short on the Tracy Ullman show?
Yep.
And that's where it got started. That's a great nugget. It was
It was either 88 or 89. People forget this show's been on since the 80s. I mean, it's amazing how long this show has been going.
And Dickie's dad said, "Isn't it the longest running sitcom?" And that is, of course, it's true.
I tell you, I would like to be the voice of Homer Simpson. You're rich beyond belief.
Oh yeah.
Nobody would recognize you in public, so you can go anywhere and do what you want. You've had longevity of a 30-year career plus.
Andy. Derek said I had a Rasta Bart t-shirt in 1990. I think we all had a Bart Simpson, don't have a Cal shirt when we were little. We all had those shirts. Eat my shorts. Yes. Oh, it was great times. Great times.
Yeah, iconic. And the other beautiful thing, and this is my last thing I'll say with The Simpsons, they are to TV marketing what Kiss is to rock and roll marketing. How there's a Kiss everything. There's action figures and T-shirts, and so there's even a Kiss coffin. Honestly, Simpsons is like that. You can get a Simpsons anything. So if you ever wanted to build a shrine to Homer and the family, I mean, you could do that pretty easy.
No doubt.
All right, number one.
Number 1.
No surprise. Absolutely love this show.
King of the Hill. Do you want to play a clip, Andy? Might as well.
I might as well. This intro is iconic.
We got further than last time.
I don't know. Hank Hill is one
Guys,
of the
if we
best
get shut off,
characters of
we're
all
going to
time.
come back on. So just know that.
Yep.
If
There
it
we
goes
go.
blank, but I don't. Hopefully, because the sound's not playing.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't turn
Andy.
the sound off.
There you
Which I
go.
should probably stop it so I don't get in trouble. But
That's funny.
anyway, that is my top 10.
Wow. Oh, you got mine. So you can go to mine. That's good. Go to that. This is who you.
Yeah, I'll
thought
go
my
to
top
yours. So let me see. Seinfeld, Friends, Office, Big Bang, Beavis and Butthead,
Yep.
Simpsons.
10. No. So you
Gotcha
missed
got
up-
close.
So you did
So-
close. So Cheers. I was thinking about putting on. It wasn't on, but King of the Queens was in my honorable mention. Simpsons was in my. I don't have Modern. I do like Modern Family.
I
and Family
forgot
Guy.
about Modern Family.
I do like
was
that.
such a good show.
So that was good. Not bad.
I struggle at the bottom for you, Todd, but I figured I'd get some of those at the top right.
All right, Andy. Let me give you what I thought mine was of yours real quick, so we can get
All right,
on.
I'm going to get out of this.
Hold on one second, and then I can show you my for Andy and see how close we were since we just saw it all. Let's go to that. Sorry. All right, so then here's what I had for you. I had the Simpsons one, King of the Hill. I thought you'd like, and you had Family Guy, I think, in your honorable mention, right? You didn't like
Family
Growing
Guy?
Pains.
I
Yeah.
had South Park, not Family Guy. But they
Oh,
both
I
they're
can't-
the same show.
I can't believe you didn't have Family Guy anywhere in there. That's funny. I thought you might have like Perfect Strangers or Mr. Belvedere too.
Perfect Strangers. I forgot about that.
The Perfect Strangers is John.
That's in
Yes,
John.
but
I know, but I
Talking
love.
Those.
I thought for sure you'd have. I had Alf. I had Saved by the Bell. Fresh Prince was your honor. You didn't have Growing Pains anywhere. I thought you liked that, but maybe not. I thought for sure Perfect Strangers. I don't know why I thought you. Maybe that is John. I don't know. I liked it too, though. And Mr. Belvedere. I don't know. I was trying to pull 80s sitcoms out of my back of my head. So that was mine. So that's what I had. I was close. Not bad, but close. All right. So Tony, what was your? Did we get to your whole? We didn't get to yours, did we?
Top 4.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's see. And there's only one that you guys didn't have. So let's see. 4.
Oh shoot!
You guys didn't have this. Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you like Seinfeld, I don't know how.
I thought of that too.
It's a good show.
Here's the problem: I don't have HBO anymore, so I haven't watched like the last I don't know how many seasons.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're right. Larry David is a genius. You're right.
Well,
You're
it's basically Seinfeld
it
with
is.
swear words.
That's true.
It
is great.
It's amazing.
That is true.
It's amazing.
Good call.
So I got that one. Let's see. 3 was The Office. Pretty standard. 2 was The Simpsons. And Todd Seinfeld. I mean, come on. Number 1.
Did you say
it's a good list.
Did you say Seinfeld? Yeah. What did you have for 3?
3 was The Office.
The Office. And what was 4? I'm sorry.
4 was Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay, got it. Wow. Yeah. So I think we had some differences. I mean, I don't know. I love to hear the. We have what? 15
Dan has
people?
Webster. I mean, that's
Webster and
All
Silver
right, so
Spoons. I did love
let's
Silver
throw this
Spoons.
out there. Okay.
Yeah,
What is
let's
it,
do
Todd? It's 21090 Brewing.
Yeah, 209 Brewing at Gmail. I guess I should look at my email if anybody's emailed us. I don't know. Yes.
If somebody wants to jump on and do 2 minutes with 210, we'll give you 2 minutes.
Come on. We want to hear some people.
Tyler, email a link. You get 2 minutes to get on. Give us your top 10. We'll either like it, we won't.
You could throw the link in the chat. That's very dangerous.
No,
You could do that.
because I know you're getting antsy. Look how happy you are. We're not doing that.
All right.
Well, actually, we could because we don't have to. We can accept who we accept and not who we don't.
Correct. Exactly. So you can do that. Why don't we just throw the link in the chat because you won't let them in if you don't know who
If
they
you
are.
are so inclined.
All right. So we will invite some people. If you want to come on, Danny, you could come on. Come on, John. I can see you.
I'll take the timer out. We'll do 2 minutes.
Oh, you're gonna keep John to a 2 minute.
Danny gets 1 minute and 32 seconds.
All right. So there's the link. I just posted it. Come on in.
So somebody wants to jump on. Now, remember, we've been doing this now for what? An hour and 15 minutes or so, and you've had a beer or two. Keep it clean. No swear words.
Speaking of which,
our kids rewatch this.
Correct. So as we wait, I'm going to open up. We are a beer channel, whiskey, whatever. My second back of the refrigerator beer is Dead Rise.
How old is that?
That is old.
It's pretty old, I think. It's definitely from last year. The question is it from the year before? It is. This is from 2018.
You enjoy that. That's probably really good.
It's a summer ale, first of all, so who cares? And it's just got Old Bay in it. So has the Old Bay dissipated? There's no hops in this. It's just a summer ale. So what? Hops. Oh, we got Jeff coming on.
I don't know this guy. Hold on.
Yes. This is going to get good.
All right, I'm putting the timer on. Even though I like Jeff, it's good to experiment with friends and kick your friends off quick. We'll see. If he does a good job, I'll give him an extra minute or two.
All right, bring him on.
Hold on.
Jeff!
You guys are tough.
I know,
you
Jeff.
are tough.
How are you, buddy?
Tough. I'm doing well. Thanks.
Cheers, buddy.
I need to grab a beer.
And you got to
time
out the timer. The timer doesn't start until he starts talking about. We have to do some. We're friends, so we have to give some pleasantries.
No, it doesn't matter. Everyone gets the same treatment.
That's right. Everybody's equal. I like it. It's okay. It's all good.
Jeff, it's good to see you, and I hope you're doing well, buddy.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, no.
Jeff, introduce yourself to the world, and then we will start this.
By the way, this is still good. It smells like the Old Bay. It's not bad.
We'll give you extra time, Jeff, because Todd doesn't know how the game works.
Exactly. He's taking all my time.
This is what he does.
I'll mute myself. Go.
All right. So I'm Jeff. I'm also known as Tiber Brew. I've got a channel that's got 5 videos on it, and I get a hard time every time I talk to you guys about putting up more.
Come on.
One of these days I will. You guys hit a lot of them that I had. I just was taking some notes. But
wait, are you starting, Jeff? Because I'm starting your timer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Tick, 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 tick. Ready? Go, Jeff.
Yes, I.
We need a timer. We need a timer. That's what we need.
So going back, first of all, I'm apparently as much of a creep as you guys are. That a lot of these are all about the girls. So
Yeah,
I've got to start out with "I Dream of Jeannie."
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
that outfit. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you get that right.
Wiggle
Yep.
the nose.
Then wiggle the
get-
nose.
Yep. Get Smart.
Get
Ah.
Good
some.
one.
Agent
Yeah.
I still think it's Steve
Like
Carell. That's showing her
By
age.
that much.
Exactly. I'm trying to go old school first.
Yeah.
So the
do it.
Monkeys. Come on, you guys are music guys. You know what I mean?
forgot
The
about
that.
Monkeys.
Hey, with the
Hey,
monkeys.
Monkeys. I love them all.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then this is two, but it's actually it's really one show. It's Addams Family / Munsters. Same show, kind of, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, you're throwing the monsters in there. I kind of
Okay,
like it
and
for
then
creativity.
okay, did nobody else bring this up when I asked about Joe versus Blair, Ginger versus Marianne? Nobody's mentioned Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
Yes. Oh
What?
my God. Yes. That's another
It's a
one.
good In fact, I saw the
Okay.
Gilligan's Island when they were on
Gilligan's Island.
Alf Drempke was on Gilligan's Island. See, there's a tie-in.
I was
Right.
definitely a Marianne. What were you guys? Marianne.
Marianne
I was
was
Ginger.
I was Camp Marianne.
All right. All right.
All right. So SpongeBob.
Nice. From Gilligan's Island to SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
From the monkeys to the monsters to SpongeBob. You've got
That's
14 seconds, and then we're getting him out of here. That's
Oh crap. Okay.
going, guys, keep
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm coming newer here. Always
There you
Sunny
go.
in Philadelphia.
take
Nice.
your
Damn.
time. I'm just joshing with you.
Scrubs.
Yep. Dang. Bringing some diversity here.
Tony brought up Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I'm not all the way through, but I'm kind of been visiting that recently.
Good job.
Plenty of time now to, Jeff, you have plenty of time now to do that.
Okay, yeah.
Right, we're all
And then of course I was Seinfeld. Seinfeld was number one. I had honorable mention was Married with Children. One that I'm trying to get into is, speaking of cartoons, is Rick and Morty. I don't know if anybody else has been watching that. I just started watching a couple of shows. Somebody
I've been
turned
told
me on to that.
no.
Are you a King of the
Yeah.
Hill fan, Jeff?
I never really got into that. I was more of a Star.
Thank you, Jeff. So see, that's how this show works. What we do is we make sure that it's 2 minutes we're up, okay? And so I said, this is how this works.
Smart.
Jeff, I love you. Don't get mad at me. I that was actually more fun than I thought it would be. He's back. He's the whole purpose. Jeff, I'll get back to you in a minute. Derek, all right, hold on. Derek.
Eric, hey man, what's going on?
Come on, man.
I didn't even see
All
him in
right,
here.
so
What's up, buddy? Cheers to you, man. First off,
it's good. It's good to see you. It is good to see you.
All right, first and foremost, shout out and respect due to Maryland's own 21090 Brewing.
My man.
This is Bellows. This is Bellows. Wait a minute.
Let's see that.
All right,
Let me see if I can. Let me see. Oh,
turn that beautiful bottle this way.
All right, here we go.
very good.
Hey.
Very good whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah, but
there
I
we
just
go.
wanted to show you that today. Yeah, today was okay. Salute to my man's. Yeah, today was a pull-up day, so I haven't had anything to drink. But I just want to say really quick, the gentleman that you just so cut off so abruptly, that was hilarious. He mentioned Gilligan's Island.
Yes.
You all may remember during the mid to late 70s, they did a couple of episodes where they had actually were finally rescued from the island. They took their ass back to the island. It's almost like the island had them under the spell of Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
See, it was like
to
a
the
precursor
island
for
after being
Lost.
stuck all
Yes.
throughout the 60s.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah,
do remember
a
that.
3-hour tour turned out to be 30 years.
There you
You
go.
know, so
There you go.
but just real quick, my top 10 for you gentlemen.
Hey,
I have
before
put it
you
in the
go,
chat, but
Derek, we've been owing you a cheers for a while. You've been a big
heck
supporter.
yes.
So we're going to raise a glass to Derek,
Yes,
our
sir.
friend from Philly. All
Our
right.
number one comment.
And I'm gonna put your 2 minutes on the clock, my man. You ready to go?
yeah, well, I thought I did already. Okay, well no problem. I can say
was letting you introduce yourself. This is the first time where Jeff's been on before. I had to cut him off.
We got more time.
okay.
2 minutes.
All
man.
right. Well, just really quick. Yeah, just really quick. I just want to give you my top 10. I'll be 53 next month, and so I came up during the 70s, and the Honeymooners, the Twilight Zone,
Ooh.
Andy Griffith, Gomer Pyle,
Homer
Family
Pyle.
Affair, Green Acres, all of these that I grew up watching back
stuff.
in Mississippi.
Nice.
But my top 10 is as follows: Sanford and Son, Good
Yeah.
Times, The Jeffersons, Three's Company, Different Strokes, All in the Family, Welcome Back, Kotter, Soap, Happy Days, and That's My Mama. Now, That's My Mama was a short-lived
I remember that.
a sitcom with Clifton Davis and Theresa Merrill, I believe her name was.
Okay.
But those were the ones that moved me. And I would guess my honorable mention would be What's Happening. And Sanford did have a short-lived show on CBS back in 1990. But as you all know, you all may remember, Fred Sanford, Red Fox actually died on set.
Yes. It was called Red. Wasn't it called Red? It was called Red, right?
No, it's called Sanford.
It was called
It was
Sanford.
called
Okay,
Sanford.
called Sanford. All right.
Well, the legend has it that he died on set, but he didn't move, and people actually thought he was playing a joke, but he really did die on set.
Wow.
You know, so
He was a talent, man. I love Sanford and Son, and he was a talent.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
That was one of the best shows on TV.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah. See, that's great. See, so you were a big, Different Strokes. I love Different Strokes. Like that to me. Oh my God. And I was little when that. See, I'm only 44, so I'm a little behind you, Derek. So I can remember watching. Oh my God. In reruns, I guess. I guess that was in reruns for a while after it played out. But man, I love that show. Man. So
well, I'll tell this funny story and then I'll step off.
All right, buddy.
My daughter has the privilege of having DVR, and she can always tape what she wants.
Yes.
Well, not so much in 1970s Mississippi. And at this time, it was a little bit less politically correct. As a child, my mother loved to smoke cigarettes, and at that time, we just could go to the store and purchase cigarettes. And I would be in the middle of watching Sanford and Son or the Saturday mornings. I'm watching Super Friends. Derek, take your ass to the store and go get me a carton of Virginia Slim menthol, and I have to wait till the rerun comes back to see the second half of the 30-minute show.
Because you had to go buy cigarettes. Oh my God.
Derek, take your ass to the store and go get me what I need. And I'm saying, I'm watching TV. What did I say do? And now my daughter, she doesn't have to worry about that because all she has to do is hit the record. So that's my 2 minutes. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for having me on.
Derek, cheers to Derek, man. 2 minutes with 210. We gave you a little longer your first time.
Everybody go check out Derek.
Awesome, man.
He has a very good channel on YouTube, so please check
Cheers,
out
Derek.
All right,
Cheers. All right, y'all.
There he is, the famous Derek Williams.
Man, that was awesome.
I just want to real quick on the chat. I want to talk about one thing. Has anybody watched Ozarks?
Oh yes, it's amazing.
First of all, I love Jason Bateman, but I didn't realize he would be good in like a drama. Like he's good in this show.
Awesome.
Right?
It's
he's good.
I gotta start watching.
That is a binge show right there.
Okay,
I haven't seen any.
Definitely good.
I haven't seen any of the most updated season, but it's awesome.
And then You Do It's here, a good friend of ours, Andy. If you remember way back about 2 years ago, I went to that meetup.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Yeah, great channel. They do everything, tech review, everything. He's a great guy too. I met him in Baltimore. Great channel. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but check out You Do It. He's got a really good channel. Anyway,
if anybody else wants to jump on, we'll see. I can't see anybody waiting. There's some fuzzy stuff down here. No, it's some. He's.
Oh man!
Wow, look at the quarantine beer.
Quarantine doing you well,
cow.
How long have you been in quarantine? 2 days?
Jeez.
4 days.
Wow, John, how are you, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, the gang's all back.
The gang is all back. We're gonna lose all of our viewers, but hey, we're gonna have fun.
Probably.
Oh my goodness, my dad's on too. I love Lucy, Hogan's Heroes and Waltons. He's tuning in late.
That brings up a good point, right? So because the four of us kind of grew up in the same exact time, there's not a lot of discrepancies between our lists.
Is it real? Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all kind of very similar. Even the ones that I didn't think would be similar, like Growing Pains and
Oh,
Fresh
love it.
Prince. Like I thought those would have been mine only.
Nope.
Like they're all in all of ours.
It's
Probably
generational, man.
Let's
I
think
think
about
that
this,
some of those shows, they are what we remember as kids.
We're also
true.
really
So-
smart people.
So I won't go through
We're
my
really
list.
dumb.
I'll only go
All right, hold on,
through
John.
ones-
You're still getting 2 minutes.
I know.
Oh,
John
I
gets
know.
1 minute and
John.
58
That's why I
seconds.
just said. That's why. Well, I mean, the two guys you had on previously both got like a half hour each. But
John, you're down to 145.
no,
I
so
decided to
like
be very prompt on this one.
like I said, I won't go through all of them because they're all so similar. But I'll go through the two that nobody mentioned.
All right.
So, and they were both in my honorable
good.
mention. They weren't even in my top 10 because, again, we had such similar top 10s.
All
So
right.
the first one was, if it wasn't an honorable mention, at least my sister would kill me.
Uh-oh. She's not watching this, though. Is she?
No. She doesn't care
No,
about your.
she's got better
your-
She should be. Why not?
She has better things to do. But
Give John 30 more seconds for Ty interrupting.
she was obsessed with the facts of life.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Take the good, take the bad.
Joe
Facts
and
of life.
Trudy. Right? Yeah, Joe is the one there. Yeah.
Yeah. That one I was forced to watch so many times, over and over again.
Funny.
She had them all on.
That's
She had
hilarious.
them all on Betamax.
That's great. That's great.
And the other one that definitely would have been top 10 if not for recent developments and a failed relaunch was Roseanne.
Oh, that's right.
Roseanne was an
Yes.
amazing
Good call.
show.
Very
Yeah.
good call. How did we
and
forget
Characters
that?
were good on that.
The characters were all.
It was the
fantastic.
first sitcom we watched that was
Yeah.
half drama, half comedy, because they always touch on these serious issues too. So
because they were
and it didn't
really
have
poor.
the laugh tracks in the back. It was cool. It was a neat show. It was
They were
defining.
poor. They weren't middle class. They
No.
were poor.
They were no Huxtables.
No.
The Huxtables were not middle class.
Hey, John.
The Huxtables were upper class.
John, real quick. Dickie's dad. Going back to your facts of life. Blair.
Oh my gosh, the weave. She had a pretty intense weave.
Oh, Andy's going to cut you off, John. See you. Good to see you again, John.
He gets his extra 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. There you go.
He gets it. John's the kind of guy that'll turn himself
Hey,
off.
John,
so he doesn't get
input on
pulled. Go ahead. You got 30 more seconds, John.
What should we do next week, John?
Yeah, I don't really have much more to add. I mean, everybody's lists were very similar.
I know.
I will say, Andy, Tony, and I were both shocked that 1 and 2 were flipped. I didn't think.
I agree.
I didn't think there was any way that King of the Hill would be ahead of The Simpsons.
Tony, you thought so too?
I still thought
Yeah.
Simpsons was going to be King of the Hill.
And literally when a box set comes out that's literally 4 DVDs, Seinfeld had 5 DVDs in each season. So that's how few shows that Alf actually had. They were like
It's not
Saved
100
by the
plus
Bell. They kept
episodes.
replaying the same. It was like Saved by the Bell. They kept replaying the same episodes over and over.
Yes.
Well, Alf was a modern day coronavirus show because he was quarantined for his entire life. So we were kind of watching.
I will say The Simpsons, Disney Plus has every single episode on there.
So, does Disney own Simpsons now,
Yep.
right? That's
Yeah.
funny because you go to
Every single
Universal,
episode.
there's Simpsons Land. How's that going to work? That's what I don't know.
I do not know.
Hey, Flip, if you can see that little there, if you can figure out how to type that bar in, I might even bring you on. That's
gonna be a
entertainment.
tough
I'd love to
one.
cut him off in 2 minutes. We'll see. So go ahead and plug that in and see if
Hey,
you can
John,
figure
what-
it out.
what are you drinking,
Put in
John?
your bar.
Vodka.
Vodka.
But John, that was awesome.
All
That
right,
was
John.
awesome.
Todd, you still haven't figured out what the horse is.
All
I
right,
don't know.
so you asked, so I'm going to tell you. We should open it up to non-sitcoms
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
top 10 like non-main characters in a TV show.
Non-main characters.
Non-main characters. So like
If we're gonna go that
like
if we're gonna go that deep,
obscure
we're gonna need more than
characters.
11 viewers.
What about this? The main character, top 10
That's
characters.
true.
What about the
I thought you
characters?
had like 4,500 viewers. Like, how come nobody else is on this thing?
7.
Do you want me to show you? I can mute you now. Hold on. Let me fix.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. It's my fault that you only have 7.
Oh, he's getting feisty. All right. So there.
Bye, John.
Oh, Andy's been waiting to do that.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Andy, what are you drinking?
we're not live streaming.
Tony, this is the gift you got me.
Oh, it is?
It's really, really good.
Is it? Good.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Can you
Tony,
introduce
what is
Todd
the
to
horse?
Blanton?
What's the horse? I don't know what the horse is.
Oh, that's blank. Well, Todd,
And-
there's another high wheat. It's an expensive high wheat.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Danny bought this for me for my birthday. I don't know. He must have stopped watching, but yeah, I would have loved to get him on.
Yeah, I know. Danny, where are you? Come on, Danny. Anybody else want to come on? There's the link in the chat right there. We're doing our top 10 sitcoms of all time. We've gone over all of ours. Feel free to come on. We'll bring you on. You can tell us your 10. This is
Or
what
we'll
we're
have
doing.
to bring Jeff and John back on if we can't get any more takers. So
I know. Well, they might have left because you abruptly cut both of them off.
we're down to 10. John's mad at me, I'm sure.
Be careful when Andy has the power.
He likes that, though, don't you, Andy? You love the power of clicking on and off.
It's very bad, very bad.
Very, very bad. No super you. Come back in 1 year.
Babu.
Yeah, we haven't had a chat since it's been a hot minute now. So I think we're scaring people off.
It's okay. It's all right. Hey, whatever. We're doing this. We like doing it. It's fun, at least for us. Hopefully it's for you. I guess we can start talking about what next week might look
Well,
like.
that's what I was thinking. So let's start thinking of some topics for next week.
Yes.
What
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
I'm getting a little verklempt.
we talk. I don't know. My biggest, should we move to movies? I mean, if we do that, I think we have to segment it by the decade.
Well, do you also have to segment it by like drama and comedy and everything else, or do you just go movies?
That's a good way to do it too. Yeah, comedy. Yeah, I think that's probably good too. Jeff says, "Sorry, fool me once." Hey, Robot Scott's here. The rye is really good. Also, what did I miss?
Jeff, I wouldn't do that twice. That was the first. It was fun. I gotta say that was fun. I would do it again.
Totally, come on if you want to. Robot Scott.
2 minutes with 210 is fun.
Yes.
You know what? Comedies would be fun, but we could do something. I don't know. Maybe something different.
Yeah, it's true. We could do something different. Get away.
Maybe
from,
top 10. I don't know.
Let's think about this.
If we did something with movies, it would be something like maybe some like action movies, scary movies, something. Something different.
Yeah. Well, what would be different? I mean, should we go to like your dad's trying to get on. He can't get on. I don't know why.
Who's trying to get on?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Who would have thought?
The apple does not fall far from the tree.
It's so true.
My wallet's
Hold on. Let's put this back up. All right, Flip, you've got to copy that and type it into your
I'll
bar
put it
up
in the
top.
chat. You should be able to just here, Andy. This is even easier.
Or send him an invite.
Oh, Dickie says horror flicks. I'm not a huge horror fan though. That's the problem. But I'll do it. There's some that I watched and liked. So Dickie says horror flicks.
I think that'd be fun.
How about
Because it's so different. You had some of the stuff that scared you as kids, and then you have some of the stuff that now you watch, and they're so different. Horror movies now.
Action shows. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff out there. I mean, we could do anything we want.
I mean, you could also go with fast food restaurants.
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, but I think it would all be the same again. I mean,
yeah, probably because there's
what I
not
mean?
more than 10, but you might need to do a top 3.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about the restaurants is it's very regional.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain things that we don't have. Like people out west go crazy for like, what is it?
In-N-Out
Jack in the Box or In-N-Out burgers or whatever it is.
I tell you right now, Five Guys has better burgers. That sounds truth.
Who's that?
Five Guys has better burgers than In-N-Out.
I tell you what.
I tell you what. Anyway.
Boy, ain't right.
I don't know. The other thing is we can also go back to like alcohol. We could do top 10, bourbons. We could do top 10 beers. We could do top 10 IPAs, top 10 barrel. I mean, I don't know if that's as fun because
Derek's already thrown it. He jumps right on it. So he said Sonic's his favorite. Do we have Sonic here?
Yeah, there is Sonics around.
We have
There's not a lot.
Checkers. Yeah, I don't know if we have Sonic.
No, Sonic's around.
There's
There's a lot now.
Not many around here.
There's not a lot. You're right.
Dickie Dad, what's your favorite horror movie? I'm just kind of seeing what vein you're in here. Because
Like
I thought about that. That'd be a fun
Halloween, Friday the 13th. Carrie. I know what you did last summer. Yeah, Carrie.
I mean, my favorite horror movie character is Jaws. That shark.
Oh, that's a good point. That shark is
That could count.
like a thriller. Derek says 5 Guys. He's going live from Olive. Derek, you go live from Olive Garden a lot. I gotta watch
I like
this.
it.
They have
Saturday.
breadsticks.
I got it. What time, Derek? I gotta get on and watch this. So I didn't realize you can still go to Olive Garden. I guess in Philadelphia you can.
You know what? That makes me think of. So there was an Olive Garden Saturday Night Live skit. We could do top 10. Tony brought this up. Top 10 Saturday Night Live skits because we've all watched that for decades. You have everything from Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood to Chris Farley doing El Nino to
Cowbell. More cowbell.
Yeah, more cowbell.
There's a million of them. That would
What
be
about?
fun.
I still like Dickie Dad said I was kind of digging the top 10 characters too. I think that's a good, possibly a good one. Like the top 10 characters of TV. I mean, you can. John talked about doing the top 10 like non-leading characters. That's a bit more obscure, but that would be fun too. I feel like if we do the top 10 characters, we again probably have a lot of the same characters that were, but maybe not. There's a lot more characters.
You have people
Derek's already throwing his okay. Halloween 2, Friday 13th 2. You like the second ones. See, I like Ghostbusters 2 better. Tarantula. I don't think I saw that one.
I think we should do should we do like top 10 comedies? That would be fun too, like comedy movies.
All right, so we did that. Let's decade. Let's pick a decade. We could do 80s, 90s, and then anything post 90s. You've got your Spaceballs era, Vacation, and then you've got the 90s, which was
Ace Ventura, Dumb and
Dumber, Happy Gilmore,
Black Sheep.
Then you jump into your old school Step Brothers. Yeah, that'd be fun. We could do a 3-week series.
Again, I think we'd all have the same ones again. That's the problem with that.
Maybe not. You'd be
We're
surprised.
so similar.
You're not going to have Paul Blart Mall Cop. I would.
No, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. And it's more for like to see what other people think too. Like we have our list, but we want to hear from you guys. Like, what are your favorite? Again, like tonight, we don't have many people on, but
people are liking this horror movie thing though, Todd.
Yeah,
I grew up with Freddie and Jason.
That's true.
And I'll just throw that out there.
We'll figure it out.
I think Pennywise is still the scariest character of all of horror movie films.
Are you a big horror film fan? I'm not. I can't.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a slasher flick. Like to me, horror or scary can even be something like Lost Boys or Poltergeist Oh my God, I love Lost Boys. Scared the heck out of me when I was a kid. Are you?
I don't think that's a horror film. It's more like a thriller.
That's what I said. Scary movie. It could be a scary movie.
All right.
Or Live with Kathy Griffin. I mean, you never know.
Todd, if you watch The Real Housewives, that's like a scary movie in and of itself. So you could.
I do watch. I'm more of a like Below Deck, Summer House, that kind of stuff. Vanderpump Rules. That's what I watch. I do watch some of The Real House, but my wife.
Did you see me mute Todd? Can you guys see that? I actually just muted him because that's just embarrassing. I wish I could. I'm almost getting ready to get rid of him from the screen. Tony, you and I can finish this up. I'm kidding, Todd.
I can unmute that too. You know that already.
Get Dan on. Get Dan on this.
Come on, Dan.
Danny, jump on.
We're just having fun now.
Tony saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you really? Is that true?
Yeah.
Didn't talk about it again.
Yeah, it was awful.
That was frightening.
I think we held hands.
All right. Well, Dad's not able to get on, but he said the Golden Girls Taxi, Andy Griffith, Larry Sanders show, and Night Court. Larry Sanders. I forgot about Night Court.
Remember
Night
WPRC in Cincinnati?
Mole, right? Mole, the bald head guy that was the
was drug or droll?
Mole.
I keep thinking like Khal Drogo from Rocky IV.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not Olive Garden. This week he's going live from Applebee's.
I actually prefer Applebee's over Olive Garden.
You want to get a good hunk of meat, you go to Applebee's. That's where to go.
That's right. Tie a bell.
Danny says he's not sure how to log on.
They've said it 7 times.
Well, I don't know how. Andy, tell Danny how you logged on. You clicked the link and it came up. Right?
Here, I'll email it to him.
It's not hard. What does it look like in the chat? Doesn't it come up with like a link? I mean, you just click that link and you come in.
I don't think you click the link. I think you have to copy it from the stream.
No, when I put it in the Larry Sanders, how's my hair? There you go. Anybody else? Come on in. Keep us company.
Dan, I just sent you the
Todd,
link.
John hasn't commented since his.
Yeah, he definitely left, Andy. That's definitely happened.
You heard
Here
us.
comes Danny. Danny's coming on.
I have to call him and say I'm sorry.
There's Danny. Great plan. Oh man, now it's a party.
All right.
Now it's a party.
Hey,
Hey, Danny.
What's going on, guys?
Well, you've seen us. It's a train wreck, but we're having fun.
Yeah. Well, I had to put the kids to bed, so I missed the last 15 minutes. So
that's
You
right.
didn't miss much.
You've got 35 seconds
Missed
left.
John. You know, you didn't
Good.
miss much.
that's all I need. Just
I'm
enough
just
to say
joking, John.
I hate
All right, so,
Hey, Danny, anything we missed on sitcoms that you had on your list?
come on, Danny. Give us
There's
something new.
There's a couple actually
Ooh.
that I thought would overlap, but I'm gonna go with A-Team.
18.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, Mr. T. That was a good one.
Yeah, you know, but that's
I was thinking about that. At what point do you cross out of comedy? Because like I had Knight Rider.
You do Night Riders, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't sure where you crossed over.
And
from
like
sitcoms to.
It's Murdoch was fun. Yeah, okay.
There was some humor there.
But I like
Dukes
that.
of Hazzard.
It's a good
Dukes of
pick.
Hazzard was a big one for me.
Yeah. I mentioned that. It wasn't on my list. Yeah.
Was that really?
All right,
comedy?
Dan. I interrupt.
You know.
Go ahead.
No, Alf. You guys hit that one. I actually meant Silver Spoon. I watched that one all the time. My sister and I watched that one.
Ricky
all the
Schroeder.
time.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky Schroeder riding around the train. I wanted one.
Yes.
So bad.
Yeah.
Who was with him? Alfonso Rivera, right? That was Carlton. It was Ricky
What?
Schroeder and Carlton. Alfonso
Yeah.
Rivera was his friend.
So funny.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his buddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
They rode on
That's-
that cool train, like they went
Yeah.
around his room.
Went around the whole house.
That's
It was
awesome.
Fresh
That's cool.
Prince was up there. That's a good one. You guys got that one.
Definitely.
Home Improvement. The whole family watched
Home Improvement.
Andy mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was another big one. in
That's a
our
good
house.
show.
That was good.
Do you watch Last Man Standing now?
Do I watch that? No.
No. Okay. It's Tim Allen. I don't know if you. I mean,
It's
kind
still
of
funny.
Yeah.
Not too many sitcoms I watch these days.
I know.
They're not the same. So
Well, yeah, you're right.
yeah.
So nothing else that you can think. So yeah, Silver Spoons was a good one. I didn't even think about that, but I watched it as a kid too. God.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
You guys got the rest.
Let me ask you. What was one of the ones that you heard that you're like, what? Why is that on your list? Think of something you heard from all of us. What did you think was like? I can't believe you put that on your list. Any of them? Nothing crazy.
I will. Well, nothing too crazy.
All right.
I don't think so. I mean, I wasn't.
I mean, I Love Lucy for Andy was a bit of like what, but
No,
I get it now. My mom loved I Love.
But that's the original comedy, man.
That's true. I'm not saying it's not a good show. I'm just surprised. I didn't know. Andy, was that from your mom?
What?
Was that for your mom? I Love Lucy. Did she like?
No,
that?
my grandmother. I told you,
Your
my grandmother. She's
Who is still alive and
100 years old and still
There you
acting
go.
like Lucy.
There you go.
That was for her. That was for Gam.
She's
There you
good,
go.
man.
Yeah.
All right, so
Good.
Dan, give us a topic for next week. If we
Come
like
on.
it, we keep you. If we don't, you're gone.
He's like the gong. It's like the gong.
So horror movies came up. Was that a Will Ferrell movie, or like was that a Will Ferrell top 10 Will Ferrell movies? That I heard?
I mean,
Or
that's
no?
Wow, that's specific. That'd be.
That
If we did that,
'Cause
we'd
you could
have
go
to
with
get.
top 10 Will
collective.
Ferrell, like skit or movie. I think you could do that one and have a lot of fun with it too.
That is actually pretty funny.
Skit would be better because there's more options.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling we'd all do the same things.
How do you pick between Old School and Talladega Nights and Step Brothers? It's good.
Come on. The Other Guys, that's a hidden classic.
The other guy, that's true.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yes,
Yeah.
true.
So,
Yeah, you got a dart in your neck.
Andy, we gotta figure this out. I think we got the tough choices for next week.
I think we're gonna have to break comedies into decades. I think
Okay.
that'd be fun. I think if we did 80s,
Yeah.
then 90s, and then anything post 2000.
Do
You know
we-
what else would be fun? Throw it
Yeah.
out there to the 12 left. Sports movies, like top 10 sports movies. Anything from Rocky to Rudy, man. I think
Oh,
that could be.
Andy, top 10 athletes of all time.
Well,
That's a
We
pretty
would
hard.
probably like that a lot more.
Actually, I like that. And what favorite who we like, or like
no,
who we
no,
think
no.
of?
Like, just like you're putting Michael Jordan up against Ken Griffey Jr. and
so who you
Mickey
think the top
Mantle
10 athletes are? Like
and Joe
not,
Namath. Yeah,
not your
Best
favorite,
yeah.
but just
Yeah.
who you think.
Michael
Oh.
Phelps. You're putting everybody up against each
Yeah.
other.
So we
Best
don't go
athletes.
sports specific.
You don't. I mean, you could.
Well, you have. Oh,
No, you don't have to.
Tony.
No.
By the way,
Best
Land of the
athletes.
Lost, Robot Scott.
Oh my God, that's right. That was
Oh,
so
what is that?
I don't think I know
Was it
Landon
Comedy
Ross.
Central.
Oh, it was
That was
actually
great.
really funny. It was the
That-
guy from
the guy from
Vice
Eastbound and
Principals.
Down.
Eastbound
Was
Down.
in
Really?
Yeah.
that too, yeah.
Hey,
And-
our old friend Rue from Australia or New Zealand is. I can't remember.
Oh my gosh, Finn Rue,
It's
it's been a long time.
man. How are you, buddy? I just brewed Saturday. You missed the live stream. Andy was on it from his
Good
car
job,
in Home Depot.
Hey Dan, thanks for this. By the way, this is really good.
I'm glad
Oh,
you're enjoying
Wait,
it.
didn't I buy you a bottle of Blanton's too?
Yeah,
You
I
had two
drank that.
bottles.
I drank that 2 months ago.
You guys
Oh,
are
well,
alcoholics.
good boy.
Yeah.
You should do that. That's fine.
This is Dan's bottle.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. Hey Dan, do you have anything left to contribute to the conversation?
No, I'm tired of looking at you, so I got to go.
Danny, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, you too,
No,
guys.
as you can say.
Stay
No, it's
safe.
okay. I'll go. I'll let you guys continue.
Knock,
knock,
It was
Dan.
a lot of fun. So,
Who's there? Not you.
Go.
All right, so we have
He
now
loves it.
down to 3.
Bye, Danny.
Joe Namath. See,
Sure.
Dick and Dad is in it. I'm telling you, the athlete one is a good one.
Look at it, struggling.
Struggling Joe
Name. I like you. I just remember the Joe name was just slobbering all over the.
you. You're pretty.
Hey, Andy, I'm going to give you the opportunity to pick the whiskey behind me to take a little pour of. I'm done with my beer. Your choices, and Tony, you can be on this. My choices are Larceny, Evan Williams, Wild Turkey, Rittenhouse, or Jim Beam.
Tony, you can. I'll let you take that. You just
That's what
had
I
a little
got.
fun with the
Please
Rittenhouse, didn't you?
I just bought a bottle of Larceny, which is good, but I really just want to see Todd take a swig of Wild Turkey because that's my father-in-law's favorite. So
I'll do it. I don't think
Wild
it's that
Turkey.
bad. All right, there we go. Alrighty. I didn't think it's that bad. It's not.
No, it's not. It's good. It's kind of like a Jack.
Jeff said he can still sing the words to Land of the Lost. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Cal
I
Ripken
should've kept
Jr.
him on.
on Robot Scott. There you go.
There you go.
I think this athlete wants onto something. Robot Scott,
So-
yeah, Cal Ripken Jr. No bias there.
Here's the thing, though. I think I'd rather do like my favorite athletes, like who.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with it because then
I mean-
you're going to get distinctly
Yes.
different.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have Tiger Woods in there.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
honestly, how do you really do that when you have like Michael Phelps, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
you
And,
know,
and top 10 athletes.
Babe Ruth,
Top 10 favorite athletes. That would be
Roger
fun.
Federer. I mean, there's so many different
Yeah,
sports.
exactly.
It's impossible.
Like Andy, you'd have Martina Navratilova. Like, we could go through all.
Well, she's good. I'm not going to lie to
Yeah.
you. Dan, hey, look, Dan's right. Best athlete, I think, that could have been in both the National
go.
Football League and MLB Hall of Fame. But Bo Jackson's probably the best athlete of our generation.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
No
true.
doubt on that.
John would have what's his name from the Twins, Kirby Puckett.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Like he had a connection with Kirby.
Yep.
He liked.
Let's
he'll
not
never
give,
be on our
don't
live
give
stream
away
again.
all of our. Let's not give away all. If we're going to go this route, let's not. Let's.
Jason Floyd. He'd go up north of the border. John Oldred.
You know, I don't know if I can have John on that next if he does athletes because it's gonna be Duke heavy. And I don't think I can
Yeah.
take Christian Laettner. And,
He'll have all the.
but you know what?
all
That's
the
fine.
brothers, all
That's
the what
okay.
were the Mumford brothers or what were their names on Duke?
Exactly. Plumleys or whatever.
Plumleys. Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. By the way, Finner said I often watch you guys Bedoyan's comment. Thank you for
Thanks,
jumping on.
Andrew.
Man.
Hey, I'm glad you said you just picked the bitter from.
Put Dick and Susie Colbert.
What is that from?
Dad's great.
Here's
Fantastic.
to Susie Colbert.
I like him.
I just saw a recipe for an Australian sparkling ale the other day. So, Finner, you probably know about that. It's
Who is this?
Australian sparkling ale. It was the one that I saw was made with Nelson Savan, Pacific
Oh.
Jade, Maris Otter, and Turo.
All right.
But I think there's something in the way. I think it's start to finish done in one shot. So there's
Okay.
no transfer, and it's
Oh,
supposed to be pretty good. So
nice.
Yeah, a little Australian beer because Foster's is not the real deal down there.
That's true. That is true.
Well, look, Todd, I think our next thing to do is we're going to have to figure out next week.
Okay, we'll do that. And then follow us on social media because we'll post ahead of time what that topic's going to be. Instagram probably is the best avenue. If you're not following us on Instagram, please do that. We're not leaving yet, but Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Untapped as well. We promote like the live streams really on Instagram is our biggest way of promoting what we're doing on this YouTube channel. So we have big things coming in. We got to talk about.
What was that?
We have some big things hopefully that's coming.
Do you want to take the lead on that? Because I'm drawing a blank. What big things we have coming?
I'll talk to you after.
Are you expecting, Todd?
God, no. Are you kidding me? I'd have a problem with a urologist if that was the case. So, no. Are you?
I like the short-haired Susie Colbert.
That's right, Derek. Yeah. See the answer. There you go. We could do like that.
Oh,
that's probably really not correct. Best sideline reporters.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we get ourselves in trouble with some of these top 10.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not going to have a big female crowd. I'll tell you that much. That's
don't normally anyway. So
Sports Center anchors: Stuart Scott, Dan Patrick,
Scott Van Pelt. Do I look like him a little bit?
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of do. A little Scott Van Pelt meets Beavis.
I'll take it. Whatever. I like them both. And I like your little backdrop though. It kind of you look refined there. Like with this, it's pretty nice. I think you should do when you do your one-on-one whiskey reviews. Are you ever going to do?
Yeah, we'll do it. What I'm struggling with honestly is I need a few more lights, and I can make this thing work.
All right.
So it's going to take a little work, but we'll get there.
Good. I'm glad. I can't wait.
Yeah. But today was good.
Today was good. Tony, what's going on in your house? Everything going good? I
think the kids might be asleep. I'm not really sure. I hope they are.
Oh, no. Are they sleeping later at least now that they're like not going to school?
Somewhat, yeah. But it's, quarantine isn't easy.
It's not. At least you have a big backyard, right? That's
We do. I spend a lot of time outside.
That's one good thing about Uncle Tom's Cabin, right?
Yeah, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Gotta love it. Sage Steele is obsessed with Jalen Rose.
Derek is the man. Derek,
I love Jalen Rose, by the way. Jalen Rose is awesome on ESPN.
I know. Oh, I miss sports.
It's funny. I was telling Andy, two of my favorite shows growing up were This Week in Baseball and NBA Inside Stuff with Ahmad Rashad.
Oh yeah,
Twib Notes, man.
Twib Notes. Oh my god,
they're so good.
I always waited for This Week in Baseball when they did the Orioles highlight. That was the big thing. That was the best thing.
Yeah, I know.
It made you want to go down to Max's 5 and Dine, get a big old thing of Big League Chew.
Yeah.
Go back and play baseball, and it was awesome.
You think about it. The other thing we watched, I guess it's not a sitcom, but America's Funniest Home Videos with Bob Saget. I look forward to it every week.
I have a feeling we can get into it.
Ben loves
endless
America's Funniest Home Videos. He'll watch that, and I will watch it too because I sit there and watch. He loves it. Who doesn't like America's Funniest Home Videos? It's great.
Who was the guy that did the He was the host. Wasn't he the one that went on to do Dancing with the Stars or whatever? Wasn't he the host of it?
Yeah.
I think that was him.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And then it was
Derek remembers Twib missed that show. That was a great show.
How about that?
Twib, yeah.
Oh, you remember Derek back in the day, 1983, the Phillies and the Orioles in the World Series.
Yes.
And then nothing from us after that.
Yeah, that's true. Not good.
Been a while since then.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
All right. Well, it's been 2 hours. I think it's been fun. Hopefully everybody else. Finn, Ruth, thank you. I mean, hey, we're doing this every Tuesday nights. It's probably early morning for you out there in New Zealand, but every Tuesday we're coming on. We're going to drink some beer, drink some whiskey. We're going to talk about a topic to hopefully just get our minds off of this horrible thing that's going on in our world right now. So that's the plan. We'll figure out what the topic is. We have some ideas, though, for next week.
But we had fun. We'll bring you on. We'll do more 2 minutes with 210 unless we didn't scare all of our friends off.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Who are you going to try on except your friends, So it's fine. Derek, it was
All right.
great having you on tonight. The first time we got to actually talk to you. John,
Yeah, it was so good.
Danny, and Jeff, thank you. That was a ton of fun. Dad, nice try. Hopefully next week we'll teach you how to do it.
Dickie's dad, thanks for staying with us. It was, hopefully you enjoy this. We do. We'll get Dickie's dad. You can come on next time. Come on. You can come on. Open invite, buddy.
We'll get you next week. And he's funny. I can just tell by his comments. So keep it clean. Come on. It'll be fun.
All right.
Live from Charlie's Saloon, Arrowhead. I found a bar. Yeah. When this whole thing lifts, we're having a beer with Derek in Philly. That's going to be fun.
You got that right. Yeah. Road trip. Tony, you're coming.
Hey, I'm there.
All right, Andy.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody out there. We will see. Andy, we have any videos coming? We should probably plug what we're doing. Anything coming out this week or no?
What was that?
We have any videos coming out this week? We should plug literally what we're doing. Our channel. We should probably plug that if we have anything coming out. Do we have anything coming out this week, video-wise?
That's going to be enough.
Yeah,
it's probably
when it comes out.
We may have something. We may have something coming out. We'll talk about that. But if not, we'll see you next Tuesday. Right?
We have some stuff coming. We'll prep you. We'll get you ready. Todd, don't worry. It's all coming.
And Finn Roos says this sounds like his cup of tea. So we'll see you next Tuesday then, Finn. Every Tuesday we're doing this. That sounds perfect. So, all right, guys, we'll take care and cheers. Everybody. All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Stay safe.
See ya.